Ooh. Is it working? Let's see here. I think I have my good. I have my browser like muted, so I can't even hear myself. Okay. I think everything's set up. This has been like, God, I don't even know when the last time. No, the last time I streamed that was Sims 2. I just remembered. Okay, so good commentary. That's good. Wait, let me just type out another tweet before I feel pressured into doing anything. I can't handle stress very well. Yeah, I just needed to put out a tweet so everyone would, show up. But that's it's not happening. So, yeah, I'm just gonna assume that if somebody joins, they go back to see what I said. But I'm gonna be streaming the. Wait, let me see. Am I even coming in? Okay. I'm just gonna assume that. Yeah, my voice sounds like death. But what I'm planning on doing is streaming the entirety of Thief 1. Not so much to collect footage, because I already have footage of it, I think. Actually, let me check professional footage. Yeah, there is. Thief Gold, how big is the folder? 48 gigs, not as big as Final Fantasy's. Oh god, Final Fantasy 4 is 152 gigabytes, and I still haven't had no motivation to finish it right now, but so yeah, Thief Gold, 48 gigs. Went through the entire game, got all the footage that I needed, and I used that for the video. Now, I'm not like that big into making videos as much as I used to be, where I was like, oh man, I really need to make a new video. But it's still fun to do because it's something to look forward to. It's something to go like, oh, I can now collect footage for this. It's one of those things where it's a different kind of expression than just making music and hoping that somebody finds it. I don't know. It's something I've wanted to do for a long time, and I started doing it, and I enjoyed it, even though, obviously I do think my videos are like extremely flawed and aren't really that great for what they are, but I still like making them, and that's sort of my motivation for making them. Just sort of uh yeah, it's something to be happy over making. Dark Product did it yesterday. Are you going to upload the stream? Uh. Well, now that you mention this, as soon as this stream is finished, it should go up on YouTube. But for the sake of just hoping to God nothing goes wrong, I'm actually gonna start recording right now. That shouldn't be a problem. It should be writing. Hopefully, we don't have a Sims 2 situation where the video corrupts, but the YouTube upload should be fine. Hopefully. So yeah, if you don't stick around for the entire thing, you can watch it later, and I will keep it like up. I won't do the Sims 2 thing where I think I unlisted the full part and then uploaded the highlights and then linked to the full stream. And I'm still thinking of doing like a highlight reel of part 2 of that stream, because God, what a disaster. It was 2 hours of me trying to get the Odd Sauce avatar to join in with Stan and Roy, and I was just sitting there trying to get him to meet them up, and it didn't work. And then Stan got into this machine that I built that was like this luck machine where it either made you like happy and like bright as the sun, or it put you into like this never-ending cycle of depression, kind of like the tantrum spiral in Dwarf Fortress where you can't do anything. And that's basically what happened. He stepped into the machine and he got out of bed, got depressed, went back into bed, and he did this over and over again until he died. And I just lost it because I'd never seen that happen before. And he died. That was the end of the stream series, and it was the craziest thing I've ever seen happen in like Sims. And the question is, will I ever do Sims 2 again? Honestly, probably not for the time being. I'd love to try Sims 3 though at some point. So yeah. Now, Thief Goal is a weird game to stream because it likes recentering to the middle of the screen, so I had to find the right kind of small resolution to actually get the chat on the right side. I'm not sure about audio, audio-wise balancing. Just let me know if my voice is like taking over and you can't really hear what's going on in the game, and do let me know if you can't. If the game's too low, because obviously I don't want the game being inaudible, because this is a game really, I mean, this is a game that's innovative because of how it handles audio, so of course I want the game to be audible. So yeah, just let me know about that. So we have audio. Let's see here. There we go. Now it's in 30 frames per second because obviously I don't want to destroy my upload speed and have to download more RAM. I've already downloaded illegally enough RAM, so we can't do that. God. It still blows my mind that certain like internet providers are like that sneaky that they'll actually look at what you're downloading, and that makes me really afraid so they don't see all my illegal Roblox skins that I'm downloading. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not trying to imply anything here because obviously I don't play Roblox, and obviously I'm the default skin guy. But honestly, speaking of Roblox, I actually wanted to make an account and actually play it again, because I played it when I was like 8, which was years ago, obviously. And God, I loved Roblox. It was so much fun. It's just a shame that it's become like this ironic thing. But Roblox was really fun at one point, role-playing in like Pokemon servers. And, that one time you join in on like an RP server that's completely abandoned, but the level is still there. So you just walk around looking where everyone could have been. Really, that was really fun as a kid. That was like instead of going outside like a good kid, sitting inside exploring abandoned RP servers in Roblox. Hopefully audio hey Roy boy. I recently started to play Dishonored and I didn't really like it. Probably not a good comparison, but it kind of reminded me of the new Thief game. The thing with Dishonored that I hear is that it's a good game for what it is, but it doesn't really have any tension from what I can gather, because it doesn't have like, you can get out of situations very easily, but it does look very, very fun. And just a word of caution, I hear the new Thief game, the Thief reboot, is complete trash. That's what I hear though, because it's basically Thief Dishonored from what I can gather. I don't know. It doesn't seem like my kind of thing, because it's yeah. So yeah, Dishonored seems like a game where a lot of people like it. It's not something I've really planned on playing though. Okay. So yeah, so I get so like into every word that I tweet. I don't know why. It's not good. I like Dishonored, but your character is way too powerful. Like, you gain teleportation almost right away. Now, on the higher difficulty, it's fun, but at first it's pretty easy. Yeah, that's what I'm getting from it. It's like a stealth game, but there's like no, like, tension. But you know, nevertheless, like I'm not gonna judge it. It's probably a really good game once you get into it. But now Discord is being a bit of a penis because it's not showing me streaming. So enable streamer mode. High personal information. Yeah. It's weird. It's not actually. Oh, it's probably because I'm not on Twitch. I know it showed up on Twitch. I play on normal and try not to kill anybody. I'm quite unsure if you are supposed to play them. And that's the problem with games like that, is that if you play it in like the unintended way, it becomes like a completely different game. I remember Thief, the reboot of Thief had a mini-map, and when you don't, and some people would play without it, but when you play without it, the game's levels aren't designed without a minimap. So, you know, you just stumble all around, and the key item you're supposed to look for is like somewhere that you can't really see. And I think that's something these games got really right, because the maps you get are context sensitive to the game, and I'll show you. Now, for the time being, I'm going to be talking over everything in this game, because I'm just going to assume that nobody here is interested in the story, and obviously if you want a deeper look into this, you know, either you play it, because I really recommend this game. It's pretty easy to get to run on modern machines with New Dark, I think. You can look it up. There's very easy ways to get this game to run in higher resolutions. Or you can just watch a walkthrough. But either way, this is just going to be me getting through the game and just kind of having fun. So I'm going to be playing an expert, and we're going to do the training. And I'm probably going to be skipping the cutscenes, because I don't really have any motivation to watch them. So yeah, we're going to start training. So I love these cutscenes, but... Oh god, is this too loud? Oh, okay, well, we skipped that. So basically what happens is that Garrett, the main character, is like a kid in the streets, and he's like, oh, I gotta steal from people. And then somebody's like, oh, hey, you're pretty good. Follow me into this dark alley. And then he gets brought in for training at the keepers. Follow the directions of your instructor in order to pass the training tests. Okay. God, I should have put on my glasses. I'm not used to... God, I have to squint my eyes like that, that meme.
Skills you will need to survive. Please stay in the entrance area to each room while I explain the room's purpose. When you are ready to begin your lessons, proceed down this hallway to the first room.
Now, I hope you heard him. I gotta adjust the this is every stream. This is the volume okay? So I'm just gonna put on some glasses here because holy crap. I don't even need glasses except when I'm driving. Not because I didn't pass the eye test, but because I feel really unsafe about just not being able to see certain things. Like, it's actually accepted. My eyesight is actually okay, but I don't know, I don't feel safe with it. But I'm gonna put on some nearsight glasses just to ease my eyes a bit. I'm pretty sure that's the main way to play, since it has the true ending. Playing in a way where you kill everybody, you can beat it in like 3 hours tops. Yeah, I think I don't like how they give you all the ability to kill anybody, but tell you that killing gets you the batting. I've never really liked when games tell you, you know, oh, killing is bad, when they're like not fun when you don't kill them. The game's not really designed around it. That's not really a good idea. So this is just sort of a tutorial.
You must learn how to move unseen. Stay in the shadows. Avoid the light. The indicator on your screen will tell you how visible you are. Try to reach the top of the platform without being seen.
Now, you want to hear the voice acting from this guy. He sounds like a peeping Tom. I don't really like him that much, but well, actually I do like him. He sounds really funny, but just God, this game looks so good for 98. I think this game came out. Thief Gold was 99, but I have some slightly updated textures with New Dark. It basically just fixes some of the bad textures and leaves in the good stuff. So there might be some stuff that doesn't look that great, but I guess it's kind of inconsistent. But okay, let's listen to them.
Well done. I did not see you approach.
Open this door to continue. When the door is
This is his life. Just standing here waiting
indicating that it is selected.
Just waiting for people to get through this shit. Oh my god. I was actually considering taking a screenshot here and using this for the Thief Gold thumbnail. Shut up! God. God, I actually can't hear that well from this game. Let me get that up a few notches. Is it way louder now? Is it way louder now? No, that's like perfect. What the hell? That's like the perfect volume. Well, maybe not, but you know, let's hope that it is. You never know. You never know with this complete insanity of whatever. I'm still good. So yeah, there's like a basic background behind it, but I don't know. It gives me like a Persian vibe. That's the thing that I got with the Keepers, is that their architecture in like this game is like very Persian, I guess. It's very, very nice. Arabic, I don't even know. I don't know those countries. I'm actually pretty good at geography, like where different countries are, and detecting flags if we're within Europe or like North America.
Now you must learn to move quietly. Some surfaces are louder than others when walked upon, and moving quickly makes more noise than moving slowly. Listen to your own footsteps to hear how much noise you are making. The instructor will have his back turned. You must get to the top of the platform without being heard.
Now this is what made this game kind of unique, because compared to Metal Gear Solid, which was like, you know, obviously putting stealth, you know, Metal Gear was already like innovative for what it was, but that was a game more with like eyesight and not getting in the way of enemies, so it was obviously a third-person game. But this game has sound, so you can hear a guard coming down from the corridor, and that made this game so unique because no other game was really doing that in this way. And it was basically like an alternative, more adventure-y alternative to Half-Life, which was like a first-person shoot, bang bang, explosions, just crazy sci-fi stuff. And then this game is like, you know, by a little developer that didn't really maybe know exactly what they were doing, because they didn't even get the script right until like the last second or whatever. There's a video about it where the main mechanic of them noticing you didn't work, and then they fixed it by giving, if you look at the bottom, you can see your thing lights up when you're in light, and that made it so much easier to tell if you were hidden or not.
Very good. I did not hear you traverse the room.
Could you speak any quieter?
Beyond
This guy
is a hallway that will lead you to your next task.
Where is he going? I haven't actually seen. Where does he actually go? Oh. This is why you never step. Basically, if you step on metal, everything within like a 5-mile radius will like come to your position. The one thing with this game, I actually got to check my binding, is that as you play it, you might get into the habit of quick saving a lot, and that's sort of what kills this game for me, is that you really are encouraged to quick save. I don't do that because I'm hardcore. No, not really. Basically what you gotta do in this game is that you gotta be really careful with not abusing quick saves, because it kind of makes this game not as fun, because if you fuck up a mission and everybody knows that they're being robbed and everything's going to crap, the best thing to do is let it happen, because it's so much fun running around and being stressed out because the alarm went off.
Now get your weapons. To pick up objects, select them by centering them on screen until they light up.
Whoa,
Then
framed.
use them. Choose your weapon now. Try readying your sword, and then your bow. You
That-
can always put them away again if you need your hands free.
Why am I
Now
dropping
let's go out to
frames
the courtyard for some
in the
target
game? Not
practice.
even
Ready
like a
your bow.
stream thing. I'm
Select an
actually
arrow and draw back
losing.
the string by holding down the attack button. Make sure you draw all the way back, or your shot will not have full power. Take
I don't know
aim,
what's
and when you are
happening.
ready to shoot, release your attack.
Section's weird.
See if you can hit one of these targets.
I mean, I doubt you'd notice because it's like, oh,
Good shot. Keep practicing if you wish. When you are
Good
ready to
shot,
proceed,
yeah.
Approach the training dummy and
Yeah,
ready your
good.
sword.
Cool. Oh, now there's a secret in this area. I can't believe it's in this game. I think it's only in gold. It's beautiful. God, this dropping frames. I
Swing
don't
at
know.
the target with the attack button. A quick tap will give you a slash. Move the tip of your sword to the left of the target for a left slash, and to the right of the target for a right slash. Hold the attack button down, then release for an overhead
Basically,
swing.
what you gotta do, you gotta run
Try
here,
both slashes
go
and the
past,
overhead swing on
and
the
then,
practice dummy.
does it happen now?
Good job. You're ready for a live opponent. To practice against your partner, enter the cobbled sparring area.
Oh no, doesn't work. I had an idea. God, I'm dropping frames like, what's happening? This game's weird. I think it's New Dark. I can't run thief from. Whoa, shit! Oh yeah. This guy wants to spar with you, so you just gotta. This is basic. This is the Bafford guard. Why is he here? He's in the first mission. It's the same model. They couldn't even get like a unique one.
For today. Please walk over to the table.
So basically, what you gotta do is you gotta take the key.
Refreshment before we move on.
Refreshment.
Please
you gotta run in,
all of the items
and then you gotta follow this guy.
Cycle through your inventory to see the objects.
This is really important because
once an object is displayed, you may use it.
I think this is how it
Have
works.
something to eat if you wish. Then you may proceed. The next test
you can
is
play
waiting on the other side of
basketball.
the metal door.
I don't know why this is in the game. Also, by the way, this has physics. Why? I don't know. It's a one-off thing in the game, and it never appears again. Oh man, you gotta shoot a zombie ball down. But there's a couple of guys who were up to no good. Started making trouble in my neighborhood. So I beat the crap out of them. I don't know why that's in the game. I'm dropping frames by the minute. Mission restart. That's weird. I feel like I've done something wrong. Wait, let me try this. Save, quick load. Usually when this happens, when it starts dropping frame, I usually just pause it, unpause it, and it works. Weird. I couldn't tell you what's happening.
The door.
Let me just check the volume again because I'm paranoid. What happens when it starts dropping frame?
Refreshment before we move on.
Why? I don't know. It's a one-off.
You may proceed. The next test.
And then, well, at least you can't really tell. So, quality. You can't spell quality without Q. Hi, Schmingus.
Locked, but the key from the
now
table
it
will
kind
open
of
to
works.
unlock the door. Select
It's
the
now
key
when
in your
you're. Oh
inventory.
god, it's the texture. Yeah, it's the texture. Low, but it has. You have to do it.
Center the door on screen until it lights
Oh,
up.
it actually works
Then
now.
use the key on the door. Good. Now head down this hallway.
There's like
to
an
get to your
Oblivion
next
thing
test.
to it. Now it's like suddenly European. Look at this. This is some like France crap here.
Now you will learn new movement skills. First, climb the rope by jumping onto it. Move while looking up or down to climb up or down the rope. Turn to change your facing. If you jump again, you will release the rope. Now
Can I
climb the
break
rope
my
to get to the
bones?
top of
So-
the platform. Well done.
God,
Run
shut
and
up.
jump
Yeah, well
across
done.
the gap
Cool.
to the other side of
God,
the
this guy
screen.
never stops. He's like me.
Good jump.
So, basically, this game has a bunny hop thing where you just jump again, and then you just keep doing it like that, and you just jump insanely far. And they removed it in Thief 2, but what's in there? Now I'm not trying to like tear into this game and say, oh look how weird it is. It's just I've never really paid attention to those things because generally when I'm playing this game I'm like absorbing it. What's over here? Oh, where's it? Okay. It's a very, very detailed game for its time too. I mean, obviously these trees look kind of funky, but you know, I think this game is miles ahead of like Half-Life 1, obviously, and I probably not as good as I don't know. It's arguable if this or Deus Ex are better. There's two very, very different games. Personally, if I had to choose. Obviously, I played this game more. I've only finished Deus Ex once.
You know how. First, move close to the
I'll
wall.
wait till this guy's done.
Next, jump to grab the edge of the wall and pull yourself
The
up.
keepers
Good
were
job.
training me to
I'm
be
most
one of
Ah, there's so many people talking. So
If you wish, you may stay to practice your climbing,
God, okay,
jumping,
I get
or
it.
swimming,
Cool.
ducking,
I can stay to
leaning, or crawling.
practice. Okay, so that was insane. So basically, what happened there is that Garrett's like, I can use my skills for different things other than what they'd say. Which is cool. basically, this is all sort of a setup for him turning into a thief, because these guys were teaching him to do this stuff, but they didn't really tell him what to use it for, at least from what I remember. So I'm just gonna kind of skip over the cutscenes because obviously I'm probably not gonna hear them very well, but they do look very cool. Like, this looks really cool. Generally, the darker they are, the better, because then you can't see like how stiff they are. I mean, you can kind of see it here. It has a very stiff quality to it. That's the one thing I don't like, is that they are very, very stiff looking, but generally when they are in the shadows and they're using stills that look like, you know, 18th century like photographs. 19th century? I guess the look, I don't know what 20th. I actually can't. I just balance was low. Basically, we're just gonna skip over that, because basically what the cutscene tells us is that there's a rich guy, Lord Bafford, and he's going out for the night to kind of brag about, you know, whatever he has to brag about because he's rich. And one of the guards is also leaving, and kind of leaving everyone else to guard the place. So it's a perfect time for us, and whoever even alerted us to this place. I guess he has his sources, but basically we gotta sneak into a house. And one of the things I like about this game is that normal, you get like 2 objectives. Hard, you get some more stuff. Now notice, don't kill any of the servants, they're harmless. Expert, don't kill anyone while you do the job. No servants, no guards, no pets. No one. So the one thing I noticed about Thief Deadly Shadows is that the gold amounts in that game are insane. If you play it on expert, you gotta really know the level. So, you know, there was no chance I was playing through that game my first time. Freaking expert mode, that was insane. Now, for the purpose of this mission, just go. I'm just gonna go full water. It's not even use all my money. Now, the FOV shouldn't be too like puke-tastic. I don't think it's that bad, but as you can see, very inviting.
Couldn't pay me enough. What? You soft belly. The bears have got these new muzzles with
Too many to try to get by.
So they just stand and argue for like a few minutes. Now, I think there's a servant that's walking through here. Yeah, this guy. If you knock him out, and I didn't know this, if you knock him out, he doesn't show up later in the level in the kitchen. So if you knock him out now and hide him somewhere, you'll be fine. Now, I'm just wondering, can I sneak past these idiots without, like, alerting them?
The bears back then, they had claws as long as your finger and wicked teeth.
Born in the wrong generation. They're basically arguing how the pits, which is like some sort of fictional gladiator arena with like pets, how they've gone objectively worse because they're not as like dangerous. So he's like pulling a wrong generation. And it tells us, oh, it's heavily guarded. Now we know the blue area is where. Now, as you can see, the map here, exactly where you are. Watch for interior patrols, second towers, exit to interior courtyard. Now, as you see, things get a bit hazy as you go in, and that's one of the things I like about this game, because obviously the courtyard would be easy to map out by somebody going there to kind of spy. But, you know, who knows what's on, like, you know, in the basement or something. And that's where we gotta go through, because, wait a second. I never figured out what these are. These seem kind of out of place. They're not, like, energy balls. They even make like a weird. They emit a very strange noise. It's like an adventure game now. God, I was watching somebody play Darkseid the other day. God, that game. That's such a weird game. I've seen Darkseid 1 and 2, and from what I can gather, Darkseid 1 is like the better game. Or Darkseid 2 is the better game, but is like so bad in terms of atmosphere. It's just stupid. It has all these like. Oh, I actually didn't know that was there. Huh. Oh yeah, there we go. Darkseid 1 has better horror, but you know, awful, awful gameplay, but the second one seems to be way better. But the atmosphere is like, it's basically like Harvester, Diet Harvester, and oh yeah, okay, I get it. It's like, wait, that doesn't make any sense. Or does it? Yeah, yeah, oh no, this is where you come out later in the mission. Okay, okay. I'm just gonna check. Okay, cool. Very cool. I'm just gonna check Twitter. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, this obviously this is like the start of the game. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually gonna push up the gamma just a little bit because this game. Oh, that's not doing anything. Obviously, this game gets a little bit hard to see. Let's do that. Doesn't. Why doesn't it work? Full gamma. Come on. Did that work? Why is it not working? Okay, that's interesting. I don't know. We're
Hey there, friend. What's with the crazy getup?
Could you possibly be any more helpful?
Hey, quit tapping around.
that's your first guard encounter. He's drunk, and I feel like that just sets up this mission because the guard AI in this mission is specifically designed to be as stupid as possible. I've said stupid like 10 times. They're specifically designed to be really, really oblivious to your presence. So if you want to look for like the worst AI in the game, this is the level. I mean, obviously that probably happens in a lot of games. You know, they do a difficulty thing where it's easier. The AI gets a bit trickier later on, but like they're like a specific entity because some of the guards later on get reused. Hopefully I can see this. There's a bunch of spiders. There's just like a secret. Ooh. We went through the drainage and we ended up in like Spider-Man basement. Spider-Man. That was a fun fact. Spider-Man was the first word I ever wrote out. Apparently, as a kid, I would just write it open and go Spider-Man. I don't know why.
Since I'm in here, I might as well pick up something for myself.
I find it really funny. He said that because obviously when you go through this and you get into like the basement, that's the first thing you'll probably find if you see that secret. But it doesn't make any sense for him to say, "Oh man, I should pick up something for myself while I'm in here," because you're not really in the place. That's a weird oversight. I don't get why they left that. It's kind of immersion breaking. I'm seriously, it doesn't make any sense. Now I'm curious, how many. When being a child, Bruce Wayne witnessed with his own eyes the fact that his parents, a millionaire, were killed. Man, I love Batman Forever on Famicom, released in 2001. It's my favorite one. You know, how many of you have played...
Inside at last.
This game is just interrupting. How many of you have played the original Deus Ex? Because this and that game are like arguably the two... Like, that game's obviously more well known than this, and I don't honestly say that Deus Ex is probably held up a bit better.
The circuit really beef up security, so.
What do you mean? What's wrong with us?
Well, we're fine, but I've been thinking we should watch the outsides more.
That's stupid. People to worry about there on the inside.
No, then you catch them before they get inside, you taffer.
Oh!
Love these guys. Those voice actors return later. They're all over the game. Return later. Released in.
The circuit really beef up security, so.
What do you mean? What's wrong with us?
Okay, so it seems like the volume is good. It's just me being a little nincompoop. So Man, I love going on Twitter and just seeing just insanity. Okay. So, I looked in the video, the gamma is completely screwed up. I don't know what's happening. I can't adjust the gamma. I can't just make it look... Okay. Oh, you know what I actually have to do? I have to adjust the gamma, quick save, and then... Oh. That didn't work. Full gamma, come on. Let's blow our eyelids off. Oh, okay, well, that didn't work either. Let's just... let's put it here, because honestly, this isn't a game with like dynamic lighting or anything, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, how many of you have played... Well, have you guys played the original Deus Ex? Because that's a game that I...
Well, we're fine. But I've been thinking we should watch the outsides more.
That's stupid.
Did they...
People to worry about there on the inside.
No, then you catch them before they get inside, you taffer.
I've never seen that happen before. They repeated the dialogue when I reload... What's happening? As soon as I start streaming this... The... Yeah, he even stood still. Yeah, that's... I don't know what's happening. Now... just for sake of simplicity, let's just knock these guys out. Generally, when you're playing this game, the blackjack, which is this little thing, that it just knocks everything out if you hit them in the back, as long as it's not like an animal. It's overpowered. It really makes the game way easier, and for a lot of people who play this game, the challenge is don't use it, or try not to use it as much as you probably will. Now, I think there will be a guy in here. He's going through. Did he already go through? I think he already went through. Oh yeah, I usually forget to go down here, but there's like the captain of the guard who went out. He has his key in there, and I like that little attention to detail. But yeah, I think Deus Ex is one of those games. I've only finished it once, and I could probably say it's one of the best games I've ever played. But I played it again with GMDX, and I quit halfway through. I couldn't tell you why. I was probably busy with something else. But I do think GMDX is a great way to play the game. Obviously, it's way easier setting it up that way because getting Deus Ex to run on my computer was a nightmare. But GMDX, I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of the new weapons. Or not the new weapons, but like the new weapon textures. But you know, it's a serviceable way to play the game, and it obviously way better gameplay wise. It's like it feels like they didn't change anything like drastically. They just improved small things in the game. If anything, it looks like Deus Ex already looked like a game from the late 90s that was released in 2000, but now it actually looks like something released in 2000. It just throws me off because I'm used to the original more. I'm trying to play Minecraft with a friend, and it seems like I have to install Hamache. You mean headache? The best. God, Hamachi has caused me more stress in the last 50 years than taxes. You gotta snore. So, well, generally I don't actually go into the servants' quarters, but one of the servants actually shows up at some point. We knocked him out and left him in the streets. No, does he have anything on him? Because I've never actually done. I'm actually going to be a bit more experimental this playthrough. Now you want to be careful because if you wake them up, he'll stand right up and he'll be like. You want to be careful. Now you can walk past there, or you can do the way better thing and not walk past the doorway. Now there's two ways in. You can go north, or you can go south. Now I've hotkeyed a bunch of my items, which don't seem to be showing up. Where's my yeah, there's the compass. So usually I go south, and I end up in the kitchen. No, this isn't the kitchen. Oh, let's get this guy. Now, if you played System Shock 2, you'll realize that Looking Glass, the people who made this game, co-developed that game with Irrational Games. And you'll notice that it plays on the same exact engine as System Shock 2. So if it gives you any vibes of that game, then yeah, there you go. Yes, yes. Oh no, no, the I don't know who the servant guy is that we knocked out. No! No! That was so dumb. What? Why did that need to happen? Well, that's really interesting. No. Hell. I don't know. I guess my computer can't. Yeah, that's my that's my graphics card. I'm like 5 million years behind everyone. God. Well, at least I can run Crysis on its high settings. Let's see here. Sneak into... Okay, so we did one of them, so we might as well quick save, you know. God, this is insufferable. For the next game, I'll have to mess around with the settings. I don't know what's causing this. I can run this at the maximum resolution that my computer can... my monitor can output, and it's fine as long as I do this for a bit. Very, very strange. It's seriously running at, like, perfect 30 frames per second right now. This is, like, the ultimate gamer challenge. It's actually playing it at, like, a lower volume. I like this. They hide stuff throughout the levels, like, ooh, little messages. Cedric, please speak to Cook about last night's dinner. While technically the menu conformed to my instructions, I suspect that the lamb was somewhat older than the springs, and I am in no way fooled by his practice of warming the salad to disguise wilting. If Cook is incapable of finding adequate ingredients, he can be replaced, and if he offers the same excuses about the stone market shortages, please remind him that the grocery budget is a good 50% above last year's figures, and even if he should be able to procure adequate victuals at those prices. Basically what he's saying is that I hate your lamb roast, I think. Well, we took somebody's stuff, so let's just eat food. And now it's fine. I don't know what's happening. Now, I don't know where this is. Oh, you want to be careful in those corridors. It's usually good if you guys pacing around. So yeah, I played this game before quite a bit, and obviously I'm still quite new to it. I've only finished it like 4 times, which is more than most games I actually like. I have a tendency to not finish games. That's a bad habit I have, but I also don't want to force myself to play games. God, the frame rate is... You know what? I'm just gonna play it straight. So you want to be careful in these corridors because there's a bunch of guys pacing back. Did I do what I think? Yeah, yeah. Backtracked. God, this is insufferable. I don't know what I've caused. What have I done? So, goal notification. Always free look. No, I don't want to look. You want to be careful with this the audio settings in this game, because if it uses like some sort of hardware acceleration, it basically just adds like 50 tons of reverb into the game, so it feels like you're playing in like the world's biggest bathroom. It's not very fun. God, making everyone nauseated just because. Wait, what's the point of this? It's something I would do in Dwarf Fortress, like, oh yes, the statues.
Someone there? Don't worry, I'll find
As you can see, I'm very good at this game. God, I couldn't hear him. What the hell? Oh.
Noise stopped.
Oh, you
Guess
heard.
it was nothing.
Tall staffs. The Sir will be taking his dinner and evening out tonight. Domestics and manservants have the night free. Housekeep is still expected to finish the quarters and the general polish. The house guard is not to find this an opportunity to shirk, and lapses will... You know, honestly, the only reason I even know what shirk means, which I suppose means like lays about, is because of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Don't lie. Ah, yes. My favorite Renaissance painting. Now I can't tell if these are real paintings or if they're like made by one of the developers, because if they are, then wow, that's cool. I know one of them is like specifically made for the game. Now, what was the goal? Because 700 in loot. Because I know what I gotta do in this mission. You gotta steal a valuable scepter. And I know a secret in this level. So,
Who goes there?
who goes? That's my favorite alert. Ah, the voice acting in this, I can't tell if it's good or if it's like,
I'll find you.
oh god, you know you're good at this game when you've alerted 2 Bafford guards. It's honestly, it's because I can't really hear them that well. I guess that'll make this playthrough interesting. It'll be more failures than I'm used to. Now, for every objective that I complete, I'll quick save. No, shut up. Stop! Go away, go away. Okay, good. Now, what items do I have to defend myself?
Too much coffees this morning. I'm twitchy as hell.
Twitchy as hell! So, he'll just kind of pace back and forth. Here, no problem. Now, crouching doesn't mean you're quiet, it just makes you a little bit quieter and slower. Generally, I advise against crouching and just walk instead. But you can totally do that. If you repeat something, it makes more sense. Now, I generally don't go through this because there's 2 halves to this castle. Let's see here. Watch for interior. God, my I gotta get a new office chair. This one is way too far down, and I gotta like bend my hands. So you gotta go east to the throne room, which is presumably over here. Oh, English keyboard. Sorry. Where's the compass? That's north. So there's a north and south half. I think it's here. There's a secret. Yeah. So there's a secret here. And it's a secondary way to get into the throne room. Now, I don't know if I want to use this because honestly, I don't really like this way of approaching. There he is. Oh man. Well, we might as well get this objective out of the way, but this one's kind of tricky because usually what I do, there really aren't that many water arrows worth putting out in this level, so you might as well use yours here. Now, I couldn't tell you if you get to keep all your items for the different levels. I don't think you do. I think that's only Thief Deadly Shadows. Obviously, if somebody who's better at this game can tell me, go ahead, but... So, you know, if you use up all your water arrows in this level, you don't have to worry. You get new ones for the next mission, and then you get to buy extra stuff with the money you make. So, collecting more than you need in an individual level is actually worth it. Now, can we do what I'm thinking about doing? Because usually what I do is I drop down and I knock him out. But it's insanely hard. Oh, wait, just hang on. Okay. Now I'm gonna drop down here. Now, if you drop down and you're crouching, you don't make any noise. And going on, these are metal surfaces. You wanna inch your way forward like this. I like how this guy's suddenly very dark in here simultaneously. God, look at that model. One of the things you'll notice in this game is when they hold up their sword and they're like pacing around looking for you. I even did the motion. I don't even have a webcam. It's the same as in the System Shock.
Who's there? In the shadow?
No!
Help! Help!
Oh no! I'm so terrible! They're all gonna show up. That really did. I completely forgot about the gong.
Stay alert. There's an intruder in
Because they're all like here now. See, that's the System Shock 2 looking for you. But yeah, the System Shock 2 still has, it runs on the same engine, I think. So it still has like stealth. It does have you know, the element that they can see you. I don't know if they can hear you though. They probably removed that. Obviously, let's just let these guys look around here, because if they've seen you in the flesh and they're like, they know that you're there, they'll look extra long. So that's more time for us to actually look through the other rooms. So that happening was actually good. We didn't take any damage either.
What's that? Who goes? Oof.
No one heard that. Oof, basically. Oh, yikes. Man, imagine if the Roblox death sound was like Jinkies or just something really lame. God, this... You know, I gotta say, Bafford, very, very good. Oh, okay, let's not go... This place really isn't worth it. You can get some extra money there, but... You end up uncomfortably close to the barracks. So don't do that. No, generally nobody goes through here. Yeah, this is one of the paintings I don't know is exclusive to the game, I think. It's the builder and the trickster. Very, very low resolution, but it's nice. And, oh, there's another one here. Looks like a D&D 3rd edition image. I gotta say, I haven't played that much Dungeons and Dragons. I want to play it more though, but I use I don't actually own the 5th edition rule books, but I do have access to them. Take that however you will. But why did it stop? Okay. Are you kidding me? He actually heard me.
Damn you.
Why? Oh. Am I this is going to be the most unique way of doing the Bafford mission, because all I need... I've had enough of you stupid little games. So, he's going to run back and forth like a toddler at a daycare. Basically me, when I was 4. You can't see me. No, go away. Go. Okay, so we're in his bedroom now, and we're just gonna... Go away. You're dog meat. So these you'll drop like a jelly pancake if you let this guy get to you. Expert mode. This is what like Spelunky players do when the ghost shows up. They're like parkouring all over the place. I can't ghost in Spelunky, by the way. Completely worthless. But I actually made it to the City of Gold for the first time ever today. Really happy with that. Love Spelunky. This was not the best idea. I'm pretty sure he's gonna... Oh no, this is a dead end. Oh no. Why such a long, daunting corridor for like a dingy little guard room? Oh! We did it! We got everything we needed, and we obviously alerted everyone in our presence, so... I think it's safe to say... I don't know what this is. You know, I don't know anything about economics, but I can only assume that this is the stuff they've spent. A girl's shopping trip. We gotta go shopping. The pits. What the hell is going on with Drekbone? Even if Guinea's rafting, you damn well ought to be more subtle than this. So I turn on another, we toss it up Ramirez. Foreshadowing. We actually got more money than we probably needed. Now, I'm gonna sit here for a bit. Because, you know, if he starts showing up around the corner, that's gonna be my alert. Now, for the sake of everyone watching, I'm gonna put up the master volume a bit, because I actually can't hear the game that well. Now, the real question is this roughly the same as before? Because I just upped the master volume, my volume slider. Now, I wonder, did he... I can't hear anything, so... Sounds pretty much the same to me. Okay, good. Okay, so that was a mess. Okay, I should do better now. We don't have any moss arrows. That's very, very useful in missions with floors like that. So, what we gotta do now is we gotta go to the first floor and we gotta make our way out. Ooh, I got myself into a sticky situation. I don't like sticky situations. Because once you get into one, you can't get out. It's good. Sounds like something in like a... why is the door open? I don't care. So, I mean... well, I could go to the other half of the mansion. It doesn't really matter. Oh no! God, I'm so... I swear, okay, I don't want to be like... I don't want to DSP this, but I feel like the resolution is screwing me up. This is really not like a commentary game. This is such a mess. Run! I usually never go through there. No, I'm actually gonna quick save because I did. I completed an objective. So. Oh, ooh, there's a. No, some of them can carry coin purses, and you can pickpocket, and you get a little bonus for it. I think if you pickpocket. Oh yeah, we came in from the right side. There's two there. Very, very nice art gallery. God, I love this touch that where they put the paintings in, and oh, that's a nice color. That's like an album cover for like a cheesy 70s prog record.
Oh well. Must have been nothing.
Must be nothing.
Just the wind, I guess.
Just the wind. That's every excuse. Must have been rats. Must have been the wind. So the sound of me stepping on like the Mike Myers floor pattern is like, sir, is that you? God. The whole I had that in my highlights for The Sims 2. The reason I associate the generic kitchen floor pattern with the Cat in the Hat movie, which you know you should never watch unless you hate yourself. The problem is in that for some reason I associate that pattern with that movie. I couldn't tell you why. I mean, that's why they do cognitive anxiety what's it called, therapy, so you can forget the fact that you watched that as a kid with, you know, all its weird comedy. So yeah, yay, we finished the first level in the game and alerted like every guard. God, that's probably my worst run ever, because usually when I get through this level it's actually pretty good, you know. It's a shopping trip. So he's gonna run back and forth like that. So what we gotta do now is see, I'm still like on the fence if I got it right or not, but I guess I did. Wow, almost an hour. I feel like we've gone a bit more than that, but let me just post the stream again. Oh no, my browser did a thing. Oh, okay. So, as you can see, okay, actually, I gotta check the statistics. What actually... Total time, 25 minutes, not good. We actually gotta... there's not that much in this level. Pockets, pick 1 out of 4. Is there really that many pockets? Backstabs, 1. Yeah, I got the spider. I guess that counts as a backstab. Knockout, 6. Damage dealt, 23. And others killed 4. 4 spiders were harmed in the making of this movie. I still love how Left 4 Dead actually calculates how many. Oh god, it's loud. How many? Yeah, whatever. Who cares about that? Basically, Garrett's informant or fence, Cuddy. No, not Cuddy. What's his name? Basso? I think it's Basso. Escape from with Cuddy and Basso. Basically, Cuddy and Basso have been captured by the Hammerites, which are like this religious cult, and they have them in this prison up in like the mountains. And this is probably going to be the level that throws everyone off, because when you're first playing this game, the first level leaves such an impression on you because of its atmosphere and just how there's all these elements to it. But this one is like definitely more challenging. And during my first playthrough, I was really on the fence if I liked this or not. But I actually think this is a great level. But it kind of depends. Your map doesn't show the way through the mine, so you're gonna have to scout around and make your way to where they hold prisoners. Now I know the mine pretty well, so I'll just go through where I usually do. Cuddy still owe you for the Bafford job. Break him out and you'll get your cash. You've had your eye on Bass the Boxman's sister for a while now. If you're breaking other crats, then she'll be very grateful. I'm pretty sure Garrett in the second game says he doesn't get into romance because it just gets in the way of the job, so you know, you're kind of a hypocrite here. Is it the big beggar borrowed your lucky hand of glory, and knowing him probably hit it hit it from the hammer's body search in ways you'd rather not think about. Get it back. So yeah, now I'm gonna be honest, this mission on expert, very tricky. Basically what you gotta do is you gotta get Basso is like knocked out, and you gotta get him back to the start of the level, and you gotta carry him all the way, and you gotta go back to where you actually started the level, so you'll see how far you actually have to go. Now I don't think you need these tips. Well, I don't know, I might as well do it. I don't know. So we're gonna actually take a speed potion. Now it's important we get moss arrows and we get as many water arrows as we can afford. So that's 11 water arrows, that should be enough. And I'm gonna save over my other cracks left. Save. God, again, the frame. Oh man, this game is so detailed. I don't know. I'm running it at like a weird resolution. That might be. Yeah. Okay. There you go. So, God, that looks like crap, but whatever. So, yeah, we're like in this quarry. Is that what it's called? I always found that interesting, but. Man, I love Half-Life. Well, it's good. It's good. This is my what part? You know, they modded the entirety of Half-Life Episode 2 into Half-Life 1. Has someone actually tried to remake, like, demake Half-Life 2 and Half-Life 1? Because I can't imagine that working out very well, even with like vehicles somehow. They gotta use the audio, but they gotta like bit crush it so it fits in like Half-Life 1. This is where people will be thrown off because suddenly it's like spooky. Because he says, "Oh, I've heard the mines are haunted." So, you know, you see a dead body and you're like, okay, whatever, okay. I have seen worse. I mean, my name's Garrett, and I've done stuff like this. Also, that's generally the path to take, just because for that. There's a high car. I'm checking the chat. It's not updated much, so I'm just gonna take my time. So yeah, zombies. So basically, I don't think there's anything worthwhile here. Yeah, okay, cool. Generally, how I get through this is just jumping up here and just going up this little pathway. Makes it way easier. God, what the frick? Well, I like how pale that corpse is. Like, even the clothes have started paling. Now, you want to be careful because there's some money over here. And it's good to get as much cash as possible just from, like, finding stuff like this before you get into, like, the actual level. Because the actual levels where things get a bit crazier. It has some really sick atmosphere though, so let's get up here. I know I've made this. Oh. Yeah, almost. Come on, go. Oof. I know there's a hammer temple somewhere, and you can get holy water, but I never really found a use for it. You really don't need holy water in this game, or in this level. I mean, obviously we're gonna see these guys again. But Go away. Go away. Shut up. God, this is loud. Ow! No, 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 no. Come on. Yeah, okay, this was not a good idea. You know, you can actually lead... so there's some hammer guys coming up. You can basically lead the zombies into them. And they'll be like, by the builder! And they just go attacking on him, but you sneak past. The problem is they'll still be alerted to your presence. Because they'll be like... If they see an enemy, they still act like they saw you. Which is kind of dumb. Basically, if they defeat the enemy... they still think that you're like around or like someone else is around, which isn't very nice. So we got some holy water arrows. Might as well show them off. Nope. Yeah, that's a non sequitur in this game because it's so out of place. Yeah, this temple has seen better days. Let's see if okay, cool. Now, I know there's a place in this mine where there's this really weird enemy that shows up. Never shows up for the rest of the game. I don't know why it's even there, but I guess the game developers had fun putting it there. Come on, go! Now, I don't blame people for getting into this mission and then going like, yeah, I'm not playing this game anymore, because this is honestly a really, really tough mission. I'm just wondering, which way is the thing I was looking for. Okay, obviously not here. This is like every mine I've ever dug out in Dwarf Fortress, just pathways that go nowhere. Yeah, here we go. The skeleton. Oh, that actually damages you. That is the thing in this game. A skeleton. Couldn't tell you why though. I mean, it's interesting. I'm glad you react.
With novices, striving to learn our teachings. There are novices still. But fewer, brother, fewer. Youths in this time seek to learn about gold and politics, not honest craft.
'Twill be their loss when they come of age and know not how to accomplish aught of consequence.
Man, kids these days getting into gold and politics rather than by the builder I will build things. Oh no. Oh god, that could be considered offensive to religious people. I don't know. No, but seriously, these guys are insane. That's a weird thing to follow up with. These guys are... honestly, I do like these guys more than any other like group in Thief, just because they're kind of funny, but these guys are basically zealots. They really don't like anything other than themselves, and they're not very nice people. So basically what I like doing is I like luring in a zombie here just to cause a bit of havoc. But it's kind of... yeah, there's a corpse right there. We can actually do it right now, but I think... oh shit! Oh no, I think I screwed it up. There's a guy pacing back and forth there. If you can knock him out, it's an easy escape. I think I might have made a ooh. Basically what you want to do is you want to lure him here, but I think I lured him to the other guys. So if you see somebody sprinting around the corner with a warhammer, then you know who it is. Oh, it's what happened. It might happen. Oh shit, it's happening, it's happening. Hopefully you can see this. The Pits 2.0. Oh man, I can't wait. Bespeak thyself, brother. Oh, that's disappointing. Nothing happened. Goes up to the zombie. Who art thou?
'Twas but the wind on the torches.
So what you want to do here is you just want to walk past him. He won't notice you, but I'm a paranoid schizo, so...
Hello? Show thyself.
that didn't even do anything. So this part, I don't really like this part. No, or you can, yeah, you can sneak behind him and knock him out. I'm actually gonna try doing that because I haven't really done that before. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna... oh, that didn't ended up somewhere else. Okay. Well, actually, he goes all the way down here for some reason, so I might as well look through here? I don't know what you can actually find here. Ah! I think that's a shortcut. Can you go up the waterfall in this game? Come on. No. Can't. I want to be careful so the guy doesn't notice us in the water. Man, that would be a shock that somebody snuck all the way through the... Ooh, this is a nice area. Snuck. You want to be careful. I think there's some stuff on the bottom here. See, I think this mission is going way better because it doesn't involve sneaking past things until like the later half. Now you'll notice some of the missions in this game are really long, so I don't blame some people for like quick saving until the heart's content, whatever. Now he's gonna walk past, and I'm gonna do a skimble. There we go. Well, that went way better than I expected it to. There's an area behind him, but there's not really anything there. This is probably the most claustrophobic area in the game, or in this level. Now, I think there's a guard in the left room. Let's see, where are we? Okay, so now we actually know where we are. The mines looked like this, and this looked like this. So, we're looking west. To our right is a power station, and to our left are the storerooms. Now, I generally go through the storerooms, but it's actually quicker to go through the right area. Ooh. So I keep talking about Dwarf Fortress. It's like my new obsession, but I made my first above ground fort. And if you've never played Dwarf Fortress, basically the entire game's about digging down and just having like a fort underground. And your dwarves, I learned this the hard way. If your dwarves live underground for really long, because that's where they're really meant to live, they get nauseated when they go up to see the sun, which means that when you're like, hey, can you go above ground and build a major's house? They'll all start puking everywhere. Which is really funny, but you know, they start puking all over the furniture and everything because they don't really like being above ground. But making an above ground fort is really hard because you gotta make it out of wood, and wood is like super precious in Dwarf Fortress for like building beds and barrels and stuff. So when you suddenly need to use it for building a freaking house, it's suddenly way different. And I like it. I like it. It's a different change. I like the challenge. Dwarf Fortress is fun when it's needlessly difficult. Now, I'm not really sure where I'm going. I think this is... No, wait a second. Where did I go? Let's see here. I like that this game gives you a general idea of where you are, but doesn't pinpoint this is where you are. And it gives you a little bit of wiggle room, where you're like, I might be there, and you might be wrong, but the game isn't like unfair about it. Okay, so we made it. Now we're in the factory. Now you want to be careful because if you go up here, you go to the mines again. Now this is a shortcut, and you need this shortcut because if you don't get this shortcut, you're doomed. Now I'd be really happy if I made it through this mission and then did the Bone Horde as well, because the Bone Horde is probably, if you get through this mission, you're probably not getting through the third one in the same go. Oh, okay, hang on. Some important things just happened, so just give me a second. Okay, I'm back. So basically what you do is you come here with a knocked out dude and you just go down the elevator. There's a guy down there though, so you gotta be really, really careful. So we haven't completed an objective. If we screwed up here, I'd be really upset. So yeah, this place is a bit tricky because all you gotta do, and this part I really don't like this part because it doesn't feel like, God, the whistling, harmonizing.
If thou be there, bespeak thyself.
Someone there?
All is quiet now.
All is quiet now. So instead of quoting this game over and over again, God, is this game louder or is it? Need to see. And barrels. God, I gotta listen to this again. You don't like this part because it doesn't feel like. God, the whistling, harmonizing.
If thou be there,
Yeah, it is kind of loud. They do that all the time in this mission. It drove me insane. So what you got to do here, and it's insane. Well, for like again, what you really got to do is you got to wait for them to look away, and then just run around the corner like a bat out of hell. But generally, what I do is I just jump. Where's it? Okay, jump. That went way better than I expected it to.
In truth, I have never heard such carrying on as this thief's pawn, Cutty.
one would think these scum had never faced tribulation in their lives.
For a time, I thought Block 4 might never sleep again for his coughs. But he quiets now.
Good. Death or durance, 'twill be the same for him in the end.
So we got some useful information there as he was turning around. Cuddy he's basically making a lot of racket. So Cuddy is here. So Cuddy is in Block 4, I think. Now I generally forget this, but I usually just you know, phase out during that part. But he's in 4, and there's also a barracks and officers' quarters. Now you wouldn't think to go there because your instinct would be just get Cuddy out of here. You got to go through there if you want to get all the gold. So if you don't get enough money in this level, you're you must have really screwed up, because this level on expert is kind of difficult. There's also a shortcut you can take, and I think that's what one of the tips tell you. It's actually a really useful shortcut as well, but for some reason they removed the shortcut on expert because I guess they thought that expert players were real hardcore. Now I tried knocking that guy out once and it actually worked. Wouldn't advise doing it because there's no point in doing it. One of the developers sat and thought, you know what we need? We need to whistle. Now, cell block 4. Now, generally you can look through all the cell blocks, but I don't know where Basto is. I know Cuddy's in 4, so we might as well do 4 first because that gives us like an opportunity to. Oh.
Who art thou?
Gives you a chance to like do things, but you want to be really careful here. So
is our shield.
this is a mechanic
Us from the squalid past.
that
Knowledge is our
never.
weapon, with which we carve a path to an enlightened future.
This is a mechanic that never shows up in the rest of the game. There's like a little tube. It looks like a scuba diver set that looks around in a circle, and if it looks at you, it sets off the alarm. I don't know why it's in this game because it's never anywhere else from what I can remember. But if it sees you, see, there it is.
Knowledge is our weapon, with which we carve a
I
path
think
to an
that's it. I don't know
enlightened future.
what else that is. I just know that it's alerted them to my presence and set off the alarm when I'm pretty sure I was not seen. So this place is kind of hidden, but one of the things, like if you go through the guard barracks, you can find out where this place is. So it's like a secret little objective you can do. Basically, there's a security box, and some guy ran off with the key, and now we have the key. And a bunch of money, yay! Oh yeah, okay, good. Cuddy, I got me a big one, I does. The Horn of Quintus, Cuddy. I can be paying off some debts with this one, believe you me. I got me a map drawn by some dead old bugger, which shows a way in. I know it's way down in the Bone Horde. just like they always said. Now see, it plays into the next mission. They say that the dead walk down there, but it's worth the risk now, ain't it? The way I hears it, the sound of the horn echoing will lead me right to the thing. I'm leaving you a copy of the map in case anything happens to me down there. But more's the chance that I'll see you topside, making a toast with the finest wine to be had. See you then. Yes, poor lass, poor Felix. Let's leave him there. Now, as much as I love this game, I think this game is kind of punishing for new players. I would still say Deus Ex is like the pinnacle of like the stealth genre for its time. Yeah.
With which we carve a path to an enlightened future.
Cell block going through there is needlessly difficult. I like this part because it has pillars so you can hide from the guards.
Come closer, and thou shalt feel my edge.
The fuck? See, that's what I told you about. Is that what we're gonna hear for the?
The builder shall guide me to thee.
Sudden like technology out of nowhere. I hate this game. This game sucks. It's cuckoo caca. So I don't know what happened there. I guess I hit the lamp. That's happened twice now. It doesn't feel like that should happen as much as it actually does. So do we have any? No, we don't. Is there any? Are there any? No alarm buttons. It's good, very good gameplay. Are you enjoying this? Because I am. So I'm just gonna.
Cease thy games and face me.
Oh, it only alerts in that area. Okay, so we're fine. He's just gonna be on alert as we go out. So we're gonna have to be really careful. We're probably gonna do. We're gonna do Basso. God, we're gonna do Basso last because he's gonna be knocked out. And we're gonna have to carry him, which is a bit misguided because it says Cuddy. We're supposed to escape with Cuddy, but we'll figure it out later. But where are we now? 2. So in order to get to 4, we need to go west. Sounds like a bird. It's probably like the developers like Cockatoo or something.
I thought I spied something.
Yeah, you did. Oh my god, that actually worked! Okay, we gotta get rid of this body because there's probably gonna come another guard any second. Oh my god, that was such a bad kill. God, that was not good. I'm just thinking, where can I... Do we have any keys? Okay, we have 2 keys. I just don't know what they do. Now, I have no doubts that that somebody's gonna come around this corner and go, "What the bloody hell is this?" So we're gonna hide him in a
Yet also with the hands of the builder, he will lift us up from the earth.
That's all they do all day. It's the same note. I'm gonna hide him here. Now I wanna stress the fact that you can't kill anybody. So using the sword, exclusive to monsters.
I thought I spied something.
Oh, did you read? I know the common opinion on Deadly Shadows is that it's the weakest out of the 3. I don't know. I thought for what I played of it, I thought Deadly Shadows was great. Even though I'd never finished it because of the spooky level halfway through that's like infamous, and even has a Wikipedia article about it because it's such a good level.
Has someone come?
So what you want to do is you want to.
The noise has stopped.
Is this even?
It
worth
was no doubt nothing.
Stand forth and speak thyself if thou be there.
Oh. Yeah, I went the wrong way. But Basso is not in 4.
Has someone come? It seems nothing now.
Did I can't tell if this is disturbing or irritating.
I thought I spied something.
Is it? Oh yeah, this is it. So that's the beggar dude. He's passed, hit the bucket, kick the bucket. That was an expression I never really forgot why it's called that. So what you want to do here is just first just let's try that again. I always heard the Star Wars theme there.
And speak thyself if thou be there.
Another key. So let's see. If it says "is it," then we're right. Yeah, is it Cadger? Caning and Sour Mash died neath righteous punishment. So I guess they pulled a hammer and just knocked them out. So this part's sucky because these 6 here are from this view down these rooms, and then there's 1, 2, 3, and then 4 on the right side. That's these 4. So yeah, we got it right. Yeah. That part confused me at first because it seemed too logical for like a game like this. No, that's not the one. This one. Come on. Get it. There we go. So I guess he hid the Hand of Glory by sawing off his real hand. I don't know what he did, but you know, at least it didn't involve like his other.
Go away.
Yeah. Okay. Now, let's go back to. Going from one block to the other is so difficult. We got to go through the yard, so we got to go downstairs, and we got to go south that way. So well, you can jump down there. Hey, doggo. Dogs are very, very nice. I love dogs. I don't get why people have like an eternal debate over dogs versus cats, because obviously they're 2 very, very different animals, but you know, dogs are better. There you go. There you go, bud. So I'm just wondering, is this? Oh god, I don't even want to hear that noise again. So, can we find the yard? Okay, so you want to be careful here. We just have to go straight forward, and I'm going to screw this up. Is that 2 people walking, or is that somebody running? I can't tell. Sometimes the sound syncs up perfectly, so you get like this chorus flange effect. It's beautiful. It's like somebody recorded somebody walking with like a guitar pedal running through the tape or whatever. Yeah, there he is. And then there's like this guy who looks like who's dressed like, that is a hammer. No, that's a mage. Basically, later in the game, you deal with the mages, and they're funny because the higher ups, they actually use magic. It's hilarious. They just shoot like balls of energy at you and hope to kill you, but you know, they do a piss poor job at it. Now, luckily, this guy is really rich. What is he looking at?
Needs must I calm my nerves.
Too much coffee this morning. He should. I love the difference. Like, you got these working class guards who are like, oh my god, you gotta see the pits. And then you get like these kids these days don't know the value of craft or whatever. Now, you want to be careful because I have a feeling. See, yeah. That should be Cuddy's cell. Okay, I got it right. So, I guess we could just jump down, but that would alert like a lot of the prisoners. See, that sound played twice, so it has like this extra chorus flange thing. Vigilance is our shield. It's the same note every time. It's like this thing. I don't know, I just think I think they sound funny. It sounds like the developers just having a laugh. Like, yeah, we get to make basically make a cult. So let's just make them really weird and funny. And they kind of are. I mean, in a way, they are kind of scary because obviously, you know, they aren't against killing if they really think. And obviously, they aren't like bad people. Well, they are, but obviously they have good intentions. I mean, they do whatever for whoever they worship, but it's just they're so violent about it.
All right, old man. Let's get you out of here and me my money.
Afraid you're gonna be disappointed?
Good thing you're dying, Cuddy. Or I'd have to kill you for stiffing me. Again.
Snap, snap, puppy. But I owe you, so... Felix went after the Horn of Quintus, down at Bonehorde. Left me his notes. The Hammers got him, put him in their evidence box. Loot collection, more like. Upstairs. Officers' quarters. Once you're up there, hidden passage. If damp hadn't rotted my lungs.
Yeah, secret passage, but it doesn't show up on expert mode because... Oh, unique animation! They put extra effort into that. So, that's our first objective. Good. That was like a half an hour of... The match is a vigilance and whistling. So, what you gotta do now... God, shut up! We gotta... Well, first of all, we gotta get the evidence locker and retrieve Felix's map of the Bone Horde. And then we gotta get Basso. Now, Basso is in 1. No, he's in 3. Yeah. Asso, I didn't get the B. So, Asso. We gotta go and get Asso now. And once we get him, so that's in 1, so that's northeast. And... 1,000. Will we be able to make that? Probably. No, I can't imagine anybody being locked up with their valuables. That doesn't seem like a good idea. So you probably don't have to bother with the prisoners. Now, I haven't tried doing that before, but that's just basic understanding. What a crappy place to get like whatever. This thing, the Renaissance. Haha! Look at this guy. He broke the law. Just throw apples at him. It disturbs me though, because would you rather be in front of like a whole plaza of people saying, "Oh, look, it's a criminal, let's throw crap at him," or would you rather rot down in a prison like this? Deep questions. Now you want to be really, really careful here, because there's a guy right there. Now I'm not sure how to approach this because that's the Star Wars theme almost. He didn't hit like the one interval. Now, yeah, so basically what you do here is just run. Let's see. There's some guards here, but generally this part isn't too hard. Just gonna check the statistics. Good. Well, it's already been 2 hours, so that's interesting.
This must be how they spend all those tithes.
You want to take those hammers, and this is already turned into like, oh, well, what you want to do is you want to... No, John Cleese, I don't want to do that. Oh, shit. Crap. Shit. Okay, so, you can get those candelabras, or whatever they're called. The candelabras, you want to get those. And, I think they give you a pretty good chunk of money. God, these missions, even if I know them pretty well, I'm still, like, on edge.
Who made that noise?
I'm not taking any risks here. Now, we gotta find the loot collection more like. Well, he isn't wrong, though. I mean, what are they doing with their money? Other than spending it. Now I like how they actually do have barracks. Wait. I like leaving stuff behind because I think it's in Thief Deadly Shadows. If you pick something up, you better put it back where it original was, because they will take notice if you steal too much in like one area. You want to be really careful when removing stuff.
Wonder if I have time to stop for a snack.
Now, his idea of a snack is just take up a few deer legs and just chomp. Hopefully nobody heard that. So, okay, let's go. Now, we might, those actually do restore a little bit of health, not anything significant that health potions can do better, but still interesting. This is like another way in, but you can't use it to exit the level. So this is like the actual entrance for everyone who like works here, and not like this weird mine entrance that I found. So it's interesting. I forgot where they put the loot box. Did I? No, obviously it's not here because the corridor ends here. So, yeah, you don't get any flash bombs for this level too. So, you know, no second chance, as you can probably notice. Now, how do we get out? I don't know. We're gonna have to sneak past the stupid camera thing. I don't know why that's there. I like this game. Oh, that's such a stupid addition. It's like, why don't they make an entire game out of it? Thief 2 with cameras. That's good. Not gonna lie, I really don't like the turrets in Thief 2, but well, at first I didn't like them. I've sort of warmed up to them now when they're used correctly. When they're used like, oh, let's just throw a bunch of cameras here and like make it absurdly hard. It doesn't feel like there's enough wiggle room in that game sometimes, where it's like, oh, you can sort of sneak past here, even though that might not be the most obvious way. You might have figured out the guard's routine, but in that game, it's a lot more punishing. I'm not sure if I like it or not. It's still a game I'm trying to figure out, but obviously it's a great game. You should definitely play it if you, as soon as you play this.
Seeking to save his purse, didst buy his new knife from the Shemenovs, not our smiths.
How durst he? Had he no shame?
He certainly hadst fill of shame when his
Oh, he staggers back from the revelation.
The Shemenov are shoddy craftsmen, and Tarius is well learnt on it.
I love that as soon as they're done with conversation, they just instantly move and clear their throats.
Didst thou see that too?
Now you want to be careful because there's some. Now you want to be careful.
It was only rats.
Vigilance is our shield.
There's some stuff up there you can get, but
us from the squalid
I
past.
don't think they move. Now I want to see. Do we have anything? No, we don't. Find the evidence map. Is it up here? Oh, this is when the music gets like really cool. Whoa. So we're now on the top level, and now we're actually on the cliff. Now you want to be careful. Don't make sound. So even if there's nobody here right now, there's a guard pacing back and forth outside. You don't want to anger them. And this is where the secret passage is. Now, there's no way to actually access this in expert mode, and we all we got the money. This will be fine. Huh. Can I turn on the goal notification on? Weird. It's not actually working. I guess I have to restart the game. I don't really have the patience for that. I might actually do that for the third mission. Just mess around with the gamma a bit. There's also small windows there. So be really careful. Now, there's not really a reason to go out there. I don't want to say that. There is a waterfall there. I think it leads back to the beginning. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna jump out and just have a look and then quick load. Just why not? I have the it's me playing. I can do whatever I want, even though it's save scumming, and I don't want to do that in this game. Brother Keybon, I charge thee to organize a search detail for that Jackblade Naman. Somehow he hath slipped his bonds whilst Brother Inquisitor did turn for but a moment, but he has escaped with half the contents of the evidence box. Brother Carpenter hath reported a commotion to the west while he was recording the stocks. Start thou there. If the wretch be not found soon, doubtless he hath succumbed to the rigors of his interrogation. In truth, I would rather find him in a search now than by a week later. And who knows, that may become his mortal frame when he reach the haunted mines. F. Just... What's that? We pretty much got everything.
Yay. Who comes unto me? Thy shadow shall not cloak thee forever.
Actually, on second thought, let's not go outside. I don't think that's a good idea. So yeah, there's like 2 guys walking out there, and just going out there is basically suicide. You don't want to do that. So now, did we get the evidence box? Find the evidence locker. Where's the evidence box? Do I have to go back here again? Because I'm really sure it's there. Oh yeah, that's definitely a sound you want to hear. Me hackling and gurgling. It's not in the kitchen, so... God, I'm so disoriented. I don't know where it is. I guess it's up where those 2 other guys are, but... I don't know. I don't know how to get to it without, like, alerting them. I know I've done this before. Obviously, I've gone through this game a lot of times. And by that, I mean, like, 3 times. Or I can't even count. So, I'm gonna try going right. Yeah, obviously we've been through there. Did I miss something? Did I miss something in one of the rooms? Now, he might be in there searching for us because we alerted him. So, be really careful. God, if he actually found out, that would be interesting. Okay, what about in here? No. Okay. Not in there. Okay, okay. But inch your way out. This is the officers' quarters, but
and the faithful spoke, saying, "Lo, with the scepter of righteousness and
nothing in it. And like I said, going outside here is not advice. God, I gotta admit though, the Hammerites, as funny as they are, they are really well, that voice always startles me for some reason. So he's knocked out. Nothing here. So the evidence box has to be here, but I don't know how to alert these guys. One of them, I'm pretty sure, is a mage. I guess I'll save scum this. I don't know.
Saw thou something over there?
Hammer anvil, forge and fire. Chase away the hoofed liar. Roof and doorway block.
Who is that there? Speak thyself.
Show thyself.
Okay, okay. So I'm gonna try and alert them, and I'm gonna see if I can knock them up. Because in Thief 3, you could never do this. Oh look, it's a unique model. I've never seen that in the game. I guess I never got a good look at him. Got another key. So yeah, well that was simple. Is it here? When I was cold, I thought of hearth and roof. When I was hungry, okay. Not here either. I feel like I should remember this. I'm pretty sure I did everything right. Okay, let's take one more look. Maybe the gamma's too low. Okay, so nothing in there. Opened. Guard barracks, nothing here. And it's not in the officer's quarters. Because I looked in like the drawers and I'm pretty sure what we're looking for is in a chest. Oh no! I just realized what I did wrong. The map is in that little alcove. That's where the map was. And I dropped it. So we gotta go for Basso now and then find him on the way back. Yeah, okay. I know what to do now. I just remembered.
Who is there?
Who is there?
I hear thee there. Where hast thou gone?
Oh, he actually sounds pretty intimidating to do that. I'm just gonna sit down here until he's done.
My imagination does run over much.
Never heard them say that before, so interesting. Okay, so let's see if I can actually get ahead of this guy. I was
Something moved, thought I saw.
one of the most difficult things ever is actually find.
No one walks in there. Intruder! Beware an intruder!
It's finding like childhood games. So there was this game I played as a kid with like a train, and I just can't, for the life of me, figure out what it's called. I don't even think I have it anymore. So like actually figuring out what it was, insanely difficult. Cell block 1. Where are we now? 2. Oh god, I really screwed myself up. So one of them saw me. Now I'm really like on thin ice now.
It seems gone now.
I can even hear the alarm. Now, obviously, you want to take it a bit more easy than I'm doing. I'm kind of really risking it here. I'd risk it for a biscuit. Okay. Basso is in. There he is! Oh man. Poor Basso. So you gotta take him, and you gotta take him all the way out. Even on like... Even on... I think it's on hard you gotta do it. On normal, which is the easiest difficulty. It... Never understood the point of this room. It really doesn't matter.
Hello? Show thyself. All is silence now.
Even this guy's whistling. He's having a good time. He looks like a guard.
What's that? Help! Save me! There's someone here!
It doesn't do anything. It just runs in place. The thing is, he...
Well, there's Basso. If he weren't unconscious, it'd be simpler, but now I'll have to carry him out.
Now... Okay, so I'm gonna save. Now comes the big escape. Okay, the really, really difficult part. So, we gotta get past the guards in the alarm clock zone. That's an old joke that nobody will ever get. Oh no, is this... No, this is the right place. It's just... How do we... How do I do this? So in case it goes past there, and then it goes like that.
Cease thy games and face me.
If you're wondering what that noise was, that was him swinging the weapon at me and completely missing. You want to be careful, because if you drop an unconscious body in water, they'll drown.
Cuddy won't be needing this anymore.
Here we go. Got it. I don't know. What's my dog's like licking himself in places I don't even want to like talk about because this is like PG. Yeah, he's really, really passionate about it too. I'm not sure if I'm really. You might want to switch rooms. Come on. Yeah, see that didn't seem like an issue that I was, you know, in there doing stuff. Oh no! No! Go back. Go back. Yeah. Okay. Good. Keep going that way. Nobody cares. Vigilance is our shield. Oh shit! This guy. Why clear your throat? I mean, I guess there's a lot of dust down here, but I sound like a movie reviewer now. What's the deal with that? It's like an advanced Jerry Seinfeld organism. So this part can eat things I don't want to talk about. So basically, what you gotta do here is you somehow have to make it through that staircase. Very, very difficult. Easier said than done. So I'm just gonna wait for this. I love that one! By the builder's hands! So basically what we did now is that we completely ruined everything. So just run. It doesn't even matter anymore. We're done here. We have nothing more to show for. We have all the money in the world. And they're right behind us! How are we still ahead by like 5 million feet? No! Oh, he's like... He was there. Did you see his fist? Now I wonder, can they fall off a cliff? I've never seen the AI do that, but I guess they can't. Now comes another tricky part. So what you gotta do here is there's a guy patrolling, and come on. How is he gonna react when he sees Basso? He hit me.
Thou shalt not hide.
It was quick.
It was no doubt nothing.
By the builder's hand.
Thou shalt not escape me.
I'm not sure what to do here other than just, as soon as he's done, jump down and just knock him out. But it's really difficult because he's walking on gravel when he goes back. We'll be back at the place with the two Hammerites.
Coward! Ha!
Wow, that actually worked. Coward! God, it's such a bad impression that was. So, just making sure. Escape. Yeah, okay, we got it. Now, the difficult part is getting well, there's a lot of... Oh, God. I didn't need this. I require a lot of things in life, but that's definitely not one of them. 99 problems, but a snitch ain't one. Harry Potter joke. Some meme picture. 2009. Register to Severus Snape is the best character. XX. I like the recent resurgence in like Harry Potter was never good thing. I mean, I agree that the books are like not nearly as good as people make them out to be, in the sense that like You know, they're like the best books ever written. But you know, that's just how fans are. They overrate everything, including me. No! I overrate everything. That's what I get. I'm sorry if I bursted your eardrums. Can I get out? We're so close. The last thing I need to do is break my remaining legs. That's gonna be amazing. The audio. That was such an audio spike. Run. Now. Yeah, okay, we got it, we got it. We didn't die. Now, one thing we might as well do. Did I? No, I took the wrong way. God, as soon as I'm done with this mission, I'm gonna arrange my gamma, and I'm just gonna mess around a bit with the settings and just get better gamma because this is still really dark. And I think we need that. I mean, sure, it's atmospheric, but no. Let's see. Let's drop you. Come on, run. Oh, this is way better. Okay, so we might as well use the speed potion because we're not going to get that in a while. That was our amazing use of the speed potion. Yeah, yay! We did it! God, the statistics on this one are going to be interesting because the damage I took was from like a broken leg. Total time 46 minutes. Oh, we got like most of the loot. I guess the loot we didn't get was from pickpocketing or in the beginning mine section. 11 knockouts. While airborne 1. I didn't know that was like a. I didn't know that was a statistic. Damage dealt 25, damage taken 7, innocents killed none, and others killed 1. Bodies discovered by enemies 1. Time so far 1 hour 25. Well, the bodies discovered was Basso, so I don't know if that counts. God, Basso actually does appear in Thief 2. It actually helps you out. It's actually a really cool moment. I realized that drawing things in a really low resolution and then upscaling them like with no interpolation or whatever makes them look like look really cool. So that's what I did for like the thumbnail because I am bad at art. So it has pixels in it, so it's automatically better. Continue. Oh god, that's loud. Oh yeah, that's good. 9-inch nails. Ooh. I like how loud it is, because I just took off my headset. And the man fools piled rocks and raised a treacly roof. This is like the hammer sauced here the skin of Gutsu wood and laughs at Woodsy Lord. So this is like the pagans. And when learns the Lord of this, he sends his bestest to the men. Unattributed trickster song.
I was pissed at Cuddy for a good while after the prison debacle. But hey, you can't blame him for what the Hammers did to him. So I decided to go after that horn Felix talked about. Not like I had a whole lot of choice, really. The rent is due. My landlord's even tougher than the Hammers. The map's pretty specific about where the entrance is. Too bad it's not as clear about where the horn is. Felix did some scrounging before he left, and his notes say the horn is in the tomb of some nobles. The Quintus family. Guess I'll just have to explore. Felix, always helpful, also said that the catacombs are supposed to be haunted. I think I'll go make some inquiries about where a heretic like me can get some holy water. Always go prepared.
No, I apologize for how loud that was. I wasn't actually ready for that either. I actually had to take off my headset. So, that's fun. Wait. I'm just gonna keep bugging everyone on Twitter. Like, oh, live streaming. God, the whistling, harmonizing.
Coughs.
I just caught up and the first thing I heard was coughs. So yeah, Horn Quintus. This is the mission that I think turns a lot of people off, because basically what you gotta do is search through the ancient. You gotta find the Bone Hoard and you gotta get the legendary Horn Quintus. In addition to garnering the Horn Quintus, find and steal the Fable Gemstone of the Mystic Soul. What used to the dead half of the treasures anyway? 2,000 gold. Not as hard as it sounds, but still jump. The Mystic Soul has a sister stone called the Mystic's Heart. It's thought to be in the Bone Hoard. I feel like the menu and like everything else is really loud, but the actual game is actually kind of quiet. So you really don't need anything more than the starting rope arrows. Water arrows. I'll probably take 2. I'm gonna take 2 noisemakers, and I'm gonna stock up on holy water. A few more of these, and I think two noisemakers are just right. So what I'm gonna do, don't in the Bone Hoard. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch to my beautiful, beautiful avatar, and I'm gonna quit the game. Before I quit the game, I'm actually gonna hold notification on, gamma adjust, get that gamma up so I can actually see what I'm doing. Done. Quit. Okay. See if this works. Oh, sorry. Hello, my name is Sith. Down in the Bone Hoard. And that... I guess that worked. Did it? I don't know. I guess that kind of worked. Let's do that. And try it again. I'm sorry! This has been such a mess! Erg. Okay. We got it. I still can't change it. Now, for the sake of my sanity, I'm actually going to turn the game down because I think my ears are kind of sensitive. Oh. Okay, I guess that happened. I accidentally misclicked, but whatever. All the holy potions, 2 noisemakers. That actually, I'm gonna go for another health potions because health is precious in this level, because you really don't worry about about any guards. It's just a zombie level. First up, I think there's a secret up here. Yeah, there's a goblet. Now, I'd honestly be surprised if I actually made it through this mission in one go, because, well, that and the fact that I'm actually kind of tired.
Way down.
It's a long way down. Yeah. My voice is kind of shot. I don't know why it hurts. I'm gonna drink something. Water is like the best thing ever. Reminds me of the Hollywood Housewife show in Sweden, where one of them said the best invention was the cow making milk. I'm so sorry I had to say that, but yeah. That's like a that's an album cover, just those 9 things. What is this even supposed to be? An hourglass with wings. No, this way is like blocked. And this goes back to the first area. Now, you don't have to be that wary of money in this level, from what I gather, because the thing you gotta worry about most in this level is just finding your objectives, because they are kind of difficult to find. Because of that, I think it's safe to say that this is kind of a, like I said, a throw-off level. It feels like it's made to kind of throw people off, and I like it, but it is an intimidating level, even for like replays. At least for me, it is. There's a lot of, I don't know, what's the point of these I don't know. One of the things I noticed about Thief and Deus Ex is that they're very much built like actual locations. So there's like extra rooms that do nothing, but they're pretty much put there just for the atmosphere of it. And I actually do like that. I like that they do sacrifice a bit of like gameplay for immersing the player. And not even gameplay that's that important. Like add an extra room that the player searches through and finds nothing in. I mean, I don't think that's a bad idea. It doesn't feel like the game has to be 100% dense all the time. Just, you know, rubbing my nose and doing that. Now you want to be careful in here because there's 3 not so subtle panels. I'm pretty sure that the texture there was changed by the update that I'm using. Hey, look what I'm doing. Very funny. So obviously somebody's been down here because there's ropes everywhere, which I like. That's a nice touch. We'll see later. We come across some corpses of adventurers who tried but failed. Very, very nice. I love this part. There's an air tag. It's like Pac-Man now. Basically, you get a few things, and you get a fire arrow, which is really important in this level. Don't use the fire arrows at all in this level. Just don't use them until you have to, which is later on, I think. I'm still treating it like a walkthrough, though. I'm not really sure I'm doing that. It's not like Aquil on game reviews. Oh. It's a good sound effect. I feel like this part could just be removed, because even though it is a nice addition that, like, oh, the something dug in here, this part is really confusing. I don't really like it. Okay. So these are burricks, and like the name suggests, they bury stuff. Yeah, it saw me, but really, if I had to be honest, barracks really aren't that big of a... Yeah, I guess we can go down here. Aren't really that big of a problem. They puke at you, or burp or whatever. But the problem is that they don't really do much damage. And even if they do, you can easily dodge them by just walking aside. So you can just run up to them, hit them with a sword, and eventually they'll turn tail and run away. So they're more like bark, no bite. God, that was dumb. I don't even know why I did that. I could have just thrown out an item. I have 4 healing potions. Might as well use 1. I don't have much to lose. So again, another adventurer who put all of his cheese on the floor. Is this really something you'd eat? Because I'm totally into that. I decided to take the plunge. If my records are correct, there should be a stash of fire crystals in the lowest oubliette, which is sealed for centuries but has been opened up by the barracks. I'll need the crystals for the torches. I'm going to get the Mystic Soul, which is here. Basically, you need these to light, I think it's torches? It's been a while. I'll admit, it's been a while. So, just don't use... I can't use the fire torches that much. Is there anything worse than getting soft locked in a game? Because I remember in the final mission of Thief 2, I don't like the final mission in that game. I understand why some do. I just don't like it. I really didn't like the fact that I got soft lock and I had to cheat to finish that level in my latest playthrough because I didn't want to redo it all, and I hate that. But when I do stream Thief 2 again, I really do want to get through that level. But I wouldn't be surprised if I just made a stream entirely for that level alone, because it's tedious, to say the least. So, be careful. No! It's good. It's good. Good gameplay. That was embarrassingly bad. Oh my god. But you know what? We're gonna do that again because we didn't really get that far. But God, I don't like the brick section. It's so difficult making that jump. Honestly though, I still stand by it in the review. The worst thing in this game that will kill you more than anything else are the physics.
All the way down.
Because you'll be doing whatever you're doing, and the thing that just kills you is that you miss a jump, and because of the physics in the Castlevania-esque, you know, jump. I love how everyone goes to Castlevania for that comparison, but it really is true. You jump, you better stay committed to that jump, because you're not gonna... I mean, look at this. I can't influence the jump in the slightest. Also, completely forgot about this. Poor thing. Oh, okay, well here's some more stuff we can read. I've had enough. If Felix wants to stay and be killed, that's his business, but the pay's not good enough to keep me down there for a minute more. We already lost Drank under those damn belching Burricks, and Marcus didn't make the jump across that huge chasm. He'd probably drown if he wasn't dashed to bits. I thought about looking for his body as he was carrying some loot from a poorly guarded tomb, but it wasn't worth the risk. Okay, I like the fact that there is like an in-universe thing going on here, but what's with the parentheses? I thought about looking for his body. That seems so forced. It's like, yeah, we get it. Go and look for him. That's the guy in the chamber with all those fire crystals. Then we watch K3 get killed, filled with arrows from a clever trap in one of the great octagonal vaults. Not that I cared one whit for Carter, the bastard, but I have no intention of ending up the same way. I don't expect I'll see Felix again. He seemed sure that the Hornet was somewhere north of the vaults, but I think that was just a guess. I thought that those strange X-chain marks off the branch of the Burrick tunnels were worth investigating, but Felix said they were irrelevant. Anyway, if the traps and zombies don't get him the Burricks, well, those tunnels are a nightmare. At least our marks will mostly still attack. So, yeah. That was our first death to physics. It's a shame because there's in this. I think this is the level where I've died pretty much only to the physics. I've never died from a zombie in this level, I'm pretty sure. I've never died from a Burrick. Like, I don't think I've ever died from a Burrick. But, you know, jumping across a chasm at the wrong angle, that's usually what ends me. I just like doing that for no reason. And like I said, now the gamma's getting really problematic. Because now I actually can't see anything. You know, I'm like speedrunning this. If you've ever looked up a Thief speedrun, that's interesting stuff, because God, do they completely change the name of the game. I'm interested. Where does this... Okay, wait, I did it wrong. So, you want to be careful with the speed potions. You want to be careful here. You want to do... No. But I like saving my speed potion in this level, because it's fun. I like the speed potion. Now, I'm pretty sure in this level you don't actually have to make your way out from the front way. There is a separate way. I think I went through this way once. Not recommended, because there's a way better way. There's a shortcut you can take. It's just a matter if I can actually find the fucking shortcut. No sweating. We're just gonna kill the Burrick. Did I actually duck from that? See, he can't hit me. Even at like Even at like front face whatever, that he didn't hit me. Oh, I don't like these caves. I might as well take this way, but I'm gonna have to quick save for that jump because God, I hate that jump. That's probably killed me more than once before, but like, general rule of thumb, don't feel bad about quick saving in this game if you can't make a jump, because nobody can make that jump on a first try. You know, except people who are good at this game, because I'm not good at this game at all. One of my least favorite things in this game is that the button for picking up stuff is the same button you click for using items. So what happens is that you'll pick up something at you'll pick up like a bunch of flash bombs and you'll accidentally throw one in front of yourself. Whew. That's never fun when you go into an armory and you're like, oh wow, look at all this stuff I can use, and you just right click your heart's consent. God. The body's autonomy. Learning about stuff like that. The heart's consent. Is it heart consent or heart's content? Pretty sure it's heart content, because that's like content means you're satisfied. So that's, I guess, what it means. I'm gonna save here because I can't deal with any more deaths because I'm a sour loser. I hate you, Garrett. Garrett, I'm sick of your bullshit. Okay, well that's way better. Okay, let's do this. Now there's another level in this game with a bunch of barracks, but honestly, that level is way better than this one. It's one of my favorites actually. Oh, this is where we could have come out, but now where do I actually want to go? Oh, that corpse. Bones. I left the bones file. I've been playing a lot of NetHack recently. I'm not very good at it, but it's actually a lot of fun. The one thing I noticed is that I tried playing with tiles and I was like, oh, I like the tiles. They have like a goofy charm to them. They look really bad, but they're pretty fun. But then I started playing with the regular, playing in the command prompt, which is basically the way you're supposed to play it. And it looks way better. It's so cozy. It's just a black background with a bunch of symbols on it because it's it's the command prompt. I don't know how technology works, which I actually don't. I'm gonna save again because you can go down there, but I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, these are the arrows for going out, I think. But now we're in like the main part of the level.
Tombs with piped-in music. How classy.
How can you pipe in music? Or how do they have music playing here unless it's like a fourth wall joke? I don't get it. What if they have like an iPod eternally playing like spooky, scary skeleton music? It's like a Spotify Halloween playlist. And I never liked the Spotify playlist. Power Gamer. Be a boss playlist, and it's just a bunch of like gangster rap. And to be honest, I don't have anything against hip hop. I just find that kind of music just amusing. I can't really get into it because I have so many I have so many predispositions against hip hop as it is. It's a shame because there's like it's just a genre that I have so many ideas of what it is like, but probably wrong. I just haven't listened to it more. I think I went the wrong way. Let's take this way again. I feel like one of the main reasons I don't really listen to music as much as I probably should is because like I said, my ears are super sensitive after a while, so I just get tired. So for me, it's like one album a day is all I can handle. So I usually make it count. I usually pick something that I either already like or something that I know I will like. or something I want to try out. I listened to Autechre recently. Try repeat, or however you pronounce it, and then Amber. I'm not very familiar with Autechre. I like Boards of Canada, and I recently really got into Plaid, and they're really good. But God, like Autechre, or like, I can tell why people love them a lot because their music. They're another band I had a I sort of had an idea of what they sounded like, but it wasn't really exactly what I expected because I wasn't expecting there to be as much melody in their music as there actually was. But then again, that might actually change later on, like, because I hear like their later albums are just insane. Like they have albums that are, there's an album they have that's like 3 hours long. And then their like latest release is 8 hours. You want an 8-hour album? There you go. I don't know. Sometimes I have albums that I like, but I don't like listening to them as an album because I don't think they really work that well. And I feel like Rush is something like that because I like their albums. Obviously, I think they're pretty good albums, but I don't really think they made an album that's like super well paced. It's usually like 5 good songs in the beginning and then 2 slower things at the end. So like Moving Pictures, Tom Sawyer, Red Barchetta, YYZ, and then Limelight. So that's like a 4-1 punch. And then you get Camera Eye, which is like really cool. But then you get like Witch Hunt and Vital Signs, which are good tracks. I actually really like those 2 tracks. Don't get me wrong, but it feels so weird having all those really great tracks in the beginning and then getting these 2 slower at the end. Also, here's another safe spot. Don't even bother doing this in one try. Have you heard David Byrne's new album? It's absolutely terrible. No, I don't really like Talking Heads that much. I mean, I like a few songs, but kind of a normie in that regard. Honestly though, a lot of the stuff I like is pretty safe. The only band I can think of that I really like that are so criminally unknown are like King's X or like the Chameleons. But even like the Chameleons have a following. So I guess they're like kind of a cult band maybe. But God, that Strange Times, that is a 10 out of 10. American Utopia is one of the most boring albums I've ever heard. I almost thought you said Utopia like the Björk album, but completely wrong. Wrong. He upon whom the gaze of the guardians fail. But yeah, I'm like that with Rush. I like them more as like a track by track band, like a playlist band. Not so much man, I can't wait to listen to Signals, because it's like it's one of those things where, you know, I think their albums are good. Obviously, they're well put together for what they are, but you know, they're no album band for me. But doesn't mean they're bad. But basically, what you gotta do here, this is complete bullshit. I'm gonna be using saves coming. If a statue looks at you, you're dead. So it's like a little puzzle. I've been watching too much Joel. Everyone asks, "Do you know Joel? You live in Sweden. You know who Joel is?" No, I do not know who Joel is. Why the hell would I know who is? Now, you can kind of cheese this. Basically, what you do is that you run really fast. Do you like Oingo Boingo? I know somebody who really likes Oingo Boingo. They're another like cult band. Okay, this part can F off. No swearing, but gotta say it like it is. Yeah, Oingo Boingo. I know that the main guy isn't it like the composer for the Simpsons theme or something? That's so stupid. Or like related to the person. I don't know. I just know they're like a weird, new wavy kind of band. Also, this is the first time we'll ever see a haunt, which is probably the most dangerous enemy in the game. Very, very fast and very, very alert. So don't fuck around. Danny Elfman is the lead of Oingo Boingo. Well, was. Yeah. Danny Elfman. Is he an elf? Okay, that's not funny. Oh, he heard me. Basically, what you gotta do is you gotta crouch and then walk, and then just tippy toe like this. You didn't hear me. Stop. Would he get affected by the gaze of those statues as well? Did you get it? Steal the gemstone, the Mystic's Heart. Also, I like how the objective thing has still not... I don't know. I remember that their last album was just Danny whining about... Oh. It's like that one really well... There's like this new black metal album on Bandcamp that's doing really well, and it's called like Death Toll Neckbeaters or something. It's hilarious. I don't know what's more hilarious, the fact that somebody had an idea for that and actually went through with it, or the fact that like an adult made that. I don't know. I guess I don't have anything against political music. I just find it really like embarrassing because, you know, is that something you want to look back on a few years later? I don't know. I'm sure it's good though. I mean, it's doing really well, but honestly, in my opinion, if something's doing really well, people like it for a reason. Yes, even Justin B. Honestly, they're just gonna be really... Oh no! I'm smiting ye for the Canadians. So, oh. No! Can I cheese this? I really want to cheese this. God, can I just say this level kind of... I don't know if it's good or not. It's weird. It's not a bad level, but holy shit, is it precise? Oh no, we were 2 Garrets. How did I even make it through this? 2 Garrets. Two enemies. Two. Come on. Can I get this like rapid fire going? Oh no, you can... Oh, okay, well that's interesting. How do we... Is that a... I think I figured it out. There's a teleporter at the end of the room. I'm just too dumb. Wait, can we run? Come on! Come on! Oh no, it's yelling at me! So yeah, that's what you gotta do. You gotta run really quickly past that. But now we have the Mystic's Heart. And you really don't have to worry about money, because as soon as you get one of those items, you get like a ton of cash for it. So, money in this level, not a problem. I don't really like it when people say, speaking of music, I don't really like the whole, oh wow, you have really good taste. I never really like that as a compliment. It just sounds kind of self-masturbatory or whatever, because it's like, oh, you like the same music as me. Obviously, you're a very good person. I don't know. Ooh! Tears for Fears. Never heard of them. Well, actually, I might have heard of them, but I can't say I've listened to them. Or maybe I have without knowing. Are they like a famous band, or are they like not famous? Because obviously... Okay, I'm gonna be honest here. I like listening to music, but here's the thing. I was sort of sheltered from music as a kid. Not like actively sheltered, but like nobody my family was lazy. My mom loves 80s music. I mean, she goes crazy for Bon Jovi and stuff like that. She loves like the glam metal crap, and she likes the synth pop and stuff. But like, she has not introduced me to a lot of that stuff when I was a kid. It was way later.
Good thing I'm not afraid of heights.
And it sucks because a lot of it's, I like that stuff. It's like a guilty pleasure almost. Not even guilty. It's just it's good music for its time. But I wish she'd introduced me to that earlier. And same with like my dad. My dad, you know, he was. He majored in piano and saxophone, and he plays the clarinet. He's you know, he taught me a bit of music theory even, so he knows what he's talking about. But not even gonna pretend I almost shit my pants there. But even he didn't really introduce me to anything. And the only time I ever remember him like recommending is two bands was when he was listening to one of my really old modules. I think it was like Star Sky Force. He was like, "Oh man, very simple chord progression. Sounds like the Police." And I didn't know who they were because obviously, you know, I didn't listen to music back then. I mean, I listened to like video game music and like other chiptune artists and like demo scene stuff. Honestly though, that's probably the first like genre or like movement thing I got into was like the demo scene. Way after it was a thing, because you know the demo scene was happening when I was a little bab. Cause it blends in with the environment. They made everyone want to rule the world and shout. I guess that's like a reference. Can I make this jump? Come on. I think this is where the Horn of Quintus is. I could not tell you where the Mystic's Heart is because I don't remember. This level's just kind of a blur for me. Not because I'm going through fast, but because I'm dying. It's a blur because I lost my... What? Oh, okay. Well, oh, okay. God, I thought I was back at the Burrick Tunnel, and I had a heart attack. Oh, and they made the original version of Mad World. Okay, real talk. When we're talking about classic rock, aka the best music, better than modern Justin Bieber.
Good thing I'm not afraid of heights.
Wrong generation. Honestly, I don't get why people don't like Aerosmith that much, and I kind of get it because later on they were like generic hard rock, Metkismo, Goo Goo Gaga. And you know, I can see that they are very they're very by the numbers hard rock, and they're, you know, I've heard some of the stuff they did like in some of their 80s 90s stuff. It's so cheesy. It's not good. I don't like it. But the thing is, their 70s stuff is awesome. Like it's I mean, if you ignore the fact that they basically just sing about diddling and stuff like that, they are really good at what they do. They have some really funky songs. Funky, I don't know if that's the right word, but they have a few songs that are like that. And guitar work's really good, and they had some good bass lines, and drums are pretty good. I think Toys in the Attics and Rocks are just amazing. I especially like Toys in the Attics because it has such a good progression. There's not really a track on there that I don't like other than maybe 5-inch record or whatever it's called. Man, I wish I was born in 1860s so I could... Man, I wish I was born in 200 BC so I could experience that sweet chamber music that didn't exist yet or something.
The Horn of Quintus, I presume.
And listen to this. Once you take it, it's creepy as hell. So we got the Horn of Quintus. So we got what we're looking for. Now we just gotta find the Mystic Soul. Now to find the Mystic Soul, you gotta do something because God, trying to remember what you gotta do is something else. So for now, I'm just gonna swig a potion. Sorry if I'm same scumming too much, but this is not a fun mission to do in like one go, because God, your health is gonna rapidly decline as you hit your legs. That's a weird way of putting it, but I'm bunny hopping too. God, I'm sick of the Burricks. Go away. Look, they're just standing around. They're not even like mating or like eating crap off the floor. They're like, look at that. Didn't even slow the game down. I think my antivirus was like doing a scan in the background. That's why I was dropping frames. Because now it's fine. Now it's like nothing happened. Oh my God, that could have ended badly. Did you ever see Cowboy Bebop the movie? No. Never seen it. And that's actually quite sad because I love Bebop. I've seen it like twice, which isn't that much in retrospect, but God, I don't really watch anime that much, but I really have to rewatch Bebop. I was thinking of getting it on DVD, but doing that in Sweden, you have to go through like science fiction book bibliotek and stupid crap like that. So there's a lot of holes you gotta wade through. But the thing is, I want it on DVD because I like I like the crusty quality of a DVD. No, I'm serious. There's something cozy about the DVD. I like watching stuff at a lower resolution. I don't know why. It's like watching something on VHS or like Laserdisc. It's just homely in some way. But I just want to get my PS2 and watch my DVDs. But the one thing about my PS2 is that my AV cable's screwed up because it just creates like this buzzing sound. I remember it was really bad while I was playing San Andreas, so I'm gonna be careful with that. You want to be careful when you get to this part where you gotta push the play button. So here's this other way out. Go through here. Bam, you're done. But unfortunately, we do not have the privilege to do that just yet because we don't have the Mystic Sword. On the series and film and Blu-ray. Well, you live in like USA land where the laws are completely different. Here we have something called copyright laws that screw over otakus. And I'm not an otaku, but here's the thing. I don't really like having to like illegally watch things, which is why I don't even like illegally purchasing stuff. Illegally purchasing. How do you illegally purchase something? Is it illegal to purchase it? Okay. So say something is available in America and you can buy it on like their official site. If you get like a VPN or whatever and you switch over to America and you buy it and is that like illegal if you live in like Norway or something? Stupidest question I've ever asked next to next to something. But we'll see. Now, the map here, completely worthless. Well, if you're talking about DVDs and Blu-ray, a lot of them are region locked. Yeah, that's the thing I was worried about, but region locking movies is so dumb. Region locking in general is this such a corporate capitalism. It's such a corporate thing to do. Honestly, I don't really have an opinion on that, but I just think it sounds funny. Marad. I think you find some other stuff here, but Constance and shipping, yeah. Even region locking games isn't that good. That's why I like the Switch, because it's region free, and it's like, wait, Nintendo did that? I mean, I love Nintendo. Don't get me wrong. They made a lot of their first party games are really good, and obviously I like their second party support sometimes. But God, if they're so bad on the business side. The YouTube thing, they really are the worst in that regard. But yeah, region locking, that seemed like something Nintendo would be into, but nope, with the Switch they got it right. Like I said, you don't really need to look for money in this level, and here I'm scavenging. He's Canadian, his mom went to the UK and bought him a 3DS. Oh no. I feel handhelds being region locked is not good, because obviously if you have a handheld, you're bringing it to another country, you'd love to pick up games there, but knowing in the back of your head, no, I can't buy these and play them, that's not very good. And I'm sort of in a trance, and I'm just playing this game subconsciously because I'm able to talk, and I'm so dry. I gotta like drink something. I got a bag of chips here too. Ooh. My mother's getting surgery today, so press F in chat. Actually, that sounds really bad, but it's not really a big deal. It's gonna go fine. Just, you know, you get a little bit nervous when surgery's about. Even when it's like, oh, we're just gonna do surgery on your toenail, which probably isn't the thing that happens. It's like, well, it's still surgery. It's still like scary, even though it's like, dude, you're not gonna feel anything. It's gonna be fine. No, go. I did this thing. I went on my mod archive page for the first time in like years. Last time I used that, I was 15 years old. And I can't tell if I'm glad I started making music then, or if I'm like ashamed. Oh my god, my feet burn. But god, that page, if you look it up, I still have my old, like, I'm pretty sure I still have like a Yoko avatar. Oh my god. I still have like Dragon Dreamscape and a bunch of old mods on there. I was actually thinking if I can get my login for the site, I gotta upload some of my other modules just for the sake of it, because a lot of them never actually went up and people don't have access to them, but I actually love to have them there. Even though I'm not really interested in the whole like Milky Tracker kind of thing anymore, at least for now. I mean, I did make some stuff in Milky Tracker for a friend's game. I'm not really sure if I want them to like. I almost want to release them as like actual songs, but at the same time, I kind of still want them to be like part of whatever this person was working on. But we'll see what happens. I'll have to make the decision, but I'd love to put this up on Mod Archive. But I have so much crap in my Mod Archive page. It's a really neat site too. There's a lot of like producers on there, you know, that you'd only find through SoundCloud. And they're like some guy who lives in like Finland who makes this beautiful music. It's like Lamb, I think. I think that was some Finnish guy, and he made a track called The Notebook, which you just look it up on YouTube. Beautiful track. And it's just done with samples. And if you, one of the things I love about like Milky Track and trackers in general is that it becomes like kind of a challenge to make the trackers as complicated as possible. And you know, you don't look no further than like Strobeflux, who, you know, can put animations in. Imagine if you're making music, and even like the act of placing around notes, you can make like animations in the notes placement. It's hard to explain to somebody who has probably not even dabbled in trackers, but just look up Strobeflux. He's amazing. I have a metal tooth. I had a swimming teacher who had a metal tooth. He was the worst teacher I've ever had. He scarred me for life. God, so terrible. He had a gold tooth as well, so you know you couldn't mistake him for anyone else. But I remember I was at a friend's house, and we were talking about the and the thing I remember was that this teacher and my friend's dad were friends, very, very good friends. So I started talking about the swimming teacher when we were eating dinner. Really, really awkward. I'm so close. I hear the sound of the horn echoing all around. I cover Sutter. He left me an hour ago. After Cather blundered into a trap, but you can bet it'll be finding the price of my own. Okay, just give me a second. I'm actually gonna go and get some water. Okay, I'm back. He's gonna keep pestering. Oh man, yeah, that's a long time we've been streaming now. It seems that I'm not the first grave robber to muck about in the assaults. The infamous Adolfo is down here, probably after one of the richer but heavily guarded treasures. I'm not gonna read all this.
You don't look so good.
Oh, hey, I got a little bit of health from eating the bread. So, what we gotta do is... No! Go away! I've never died from the zombies here, I say as I get pelted in the... in places I don't want to talk about. I wish I've never been here. Oh, I have. I'm so lost. Wait, I haven't been down here. Wait a second, I know there's another section of this level where there's like a fire demon thing. I forget. Oh, it's like 10 p.m. I gotta go to bed soon. Well, gotta go to bed. I don't know. I've been messing up my sleep schedule. So I think we aren't supposed to go here, but we can. I don't know what this goes. Never mind. This complete waste of time. Oh no, this is where we were before, so never mind. I don't know, there's something really cozy and unsettling about like old internet forums, because it's like, oh, look at all these people that are like probably not friends anymore, but you know, still interact. Ah, it's unsettling in some way. It's like old like New Cities, like Zelda fan sites, because I remember I saw one where he was like, oh, Ocarina of Time is the best game ever. His latest post, 2010, was like, Skyward Sword sucks. I'm no longer supporting Nintendo and Zelda, and that was actually the last post. I mean, if I could find it, I would post it on Twitter. I just remember finding it and just losing it because somebody actually made that. God. I'm actually going to jump up here. Why not? That didn't happen. I remember as a kid, I had this, I remember my, well, not stepdad, but, well, yeah, they are. I think I was like 8 or something, but, his son and I were, I had to sleep in his room while we were visiting him. He lived really, really far away. But I remember one night, we watched, Scooby-Doo, in the Zombie Island VHS movie. And I'd watched this movie to death as a kid because I remember I rented that movie over and over again. I loved it. I remember when I first watched it, I was like, oh no! The main villains in the movie are actual real zombies! They don't actually have masks on them! And that was such a revelation for the time. But I remember watching that movie, and the kid I was with, he was like deathly afraid of it. He was like, oh no, I can't watch Scooby-Doo, man. I can't do this. And he refused to watch it. Then I kind of pushed him to watch it. And I'm pretty sure I gave him nightmares. He was just 1 year younger than me. I was like 8. I remember when on my way there was when I bought when I bought Twilight Princess, and I was getting through the tutorial section around that time. You know, the tutorial section that takes forever. Hello, stream. Well, I mean, I did say come and say hi, so everyone who's come in here and said something gets a cookie. I am really dumb. This is actually where I was supposed to go. You want to be careful in this part. So this part's interesting. I'm just gonna keep quick saving. I don't even care. Ooh. basically saying, stay away from my eyes. But if you take his eyes, boop, 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 boop. Also, oh, they're like rope physics. Sort of, not really. There's also a rope arrow in there. Somehow, if you just fell down. But then again, this is like the first level with rope arrows, so I don't blame them for putting that there. I just kind of wish it was like more obvious. But then again, it wouldn't really make much sense. Like, oh yeah, we have intruders here. Let's just give them a helping hand. Speaking of which, would it be safe to say helping hand is like the worst Pokemon move in existence? Because I've never used it. Like, ironically, no, even like ironically, I've never used it because it's. You could do so much more in a double battle than just use helping hand, because I mean, sure, you strengthen the other Pokemon's attack power but at the expense of not using your Pokemon, unless there's like a benefit to doing it. I just don't get it. I don't know if any Pokemon fans are watching. Oh, this is where I'm supposed to go. Okay. Not there. God, this is confusing. Oh. This is the right way. I recognize this. So, the hammers. God, I hate the hammer. Oh my God. Completely forgot about that. I just remember walking in and that looks really conspicuous. Let me like jump through, and I didn't die. It's probably like a invisible floor panel. Now these goblets are worth like 15 gold. Not worth it. And if you're wondering about the gold, gems, and goods, sometimes those come into play. Like, oh, you gotta get 200. You gotta get 2,000 gold total. Worth in whatever, but you gotta get like 200 in gems, and gems are really rare. So it depends. Generally, you find gems in these kind of missions, not in like house raidings or burglaries. Now, if I recall correctly, this is a thing where if you sacrifice a bunch of bones, you get something for it. I've never really done this before. Very weird, but it's there. Oh, okay, that's what it does. It gives you like extra stuff. And holy water. Oh, this is really good. That was actually worth it. Let's get the holy water for like no reason and use like our 27 arrows that we're never using. But yeah, right now. See, I like that. You know, the Hammerites, the hammer symbol basically means like, probably gonna find something holy in there. Now, this is not the most fun section. Basically, what's gonna happen here is that there's a fireman over there, and he doesn't like visitors. So basically, what you gotta do is, oh god, he isn't really that bad. I mean, I think he can shoot fire at you, but you just pelt him with like 2 water arrows and he runs away. He can die, but he runs away, and I think he despawns, so he basically does die. But I just like how he looks like a charred dude with like a fire mane. See, I have been watching too much Joel because I'm not like copying his amazing commentary. I've been using the word stink because of him. It sounds so funny in like, you use it way more in like Swedish than English. It just sounds so funny when you apply it to English. American English. I forgot. Let me figure this out. Yeah, okay, cool. I'm just gonna shoot him with some water arrows. He'll go away. Oh, I can't believe someone shot me. Oh no! No! And then, come on, run. Yeah! He just runs for his life. I think he despawns too. Is this one of those things in this game I think is hilarious? So basically what you gotta do here... Do we have our lockpicks? No, that's in the next one. What do we do? Oh no! Ugh. Okay, this is the fire arrow part. Okay, I get it. Oh wow, that lighting on the arrow looks a bit funny. As soon as you open these up, the zombies are gonna come out full force. Is that it? Oh, okay. And then money. No, he's back! No! Run! Run! That was the biggest, like... That was a dumb reaction. I'm like that in games. If I have like a clench moment, I'm like, "Ay!" It's like in a kids movie when like the female character's like, when they see like a spider or something. I'm just really squeamish when it comes to like... Honestly, I think I played way too much hide and seek as a kid because I think that screwed me up for games like this. Because I remember even back then I was like, why am I playing this? It's actually kind of scary. I mean, I didn't even like being the seeker, or the seeker and the beta. I didn't even like that because, you know, what if they pop out and say boo? Run, 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 run. No, 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 no! God, I reacted way too soon. Quick, late. Just jump. Okay, good, good. Stop. I told you to quit. There we go. Oh no! It's an Indiana Jones trap. See, this level really is a blur because I can't remember much of this level. God, that's a lot of traps. So, we got pretty much everything we got. Now we just have to find that one, like, conspicuous way out. We gotta drop back in and run. Okay, run. Like my dad sometimes says, do the do, run, run, do the do, run, run. Even my dad, like, why didn't you introduce me to, like, I don't know, some of the jazz giants? But he's like, oh, well, when I was a kid, I listened to the Monkees. It's such a weird choice. It's not like... doesn't strike me as something he'd like. I know he likes the Eagles. I know he loves the Eagles. I've heard a little bit of Eagles. They just sound like dad rock. And I hate that term because it's like, oh, Led Zeppelin are like a group that's still popular with like some kids and the current generation who are born in the wrong generation, but I don't know. The Eagles don't seem like that kind of band. They seem like just a shell of the 70s. There's no real qualities to them that have held up. They don't hold any, like... Well, I wouldn't say they're not influential. I would say that I can't think of a lot of bands that have, you know... I can't think of a lot of bands in, like, rock that, like, outwardly say, oh, man, the Eagles are, like, a huge influence. I just can't imagine that either. They just sound like they sound like their own thing. It's just I don't like that thing. There's only one Led Zeppelin song I like. I don't know. I pretty much like everything they've done, even like their weird Jamaican thing they attempted on Houses of Holy. The whatever the song is called. A lot of people don't like it because why are they doing a reggae rock song? And it sounds really weird for Led Zeppelin, but that album is great. I love it. 3 is my personal favorite though. 4 is also really good. 4 is really amazing though, but I love 3 just just for its like experimentation, because two is a banger. Like, no one's gonna deny that 2 was really, really heavy, and it was an improvement over 1. But 3 kind of had, you know, it had Immigrant Song and like I forgot what the song is called, Celebration Day, and the thing that comes after it, the tile thing. Those are really, really heavy songs. But then you have like Tangerine, which is like my favorite Led Zeppelin track, which actually sounds a lot like Stairway to Heaven. It's a prototype for that song, pretty much. I like the Immigrant Song. I think everybody loves the Immigrant Song, and for good reason. It's a great song. 39 minutes. That was quicker than the other, and we got most of the loot. We took a lot of damage, and yeah, we actually did pretty well. I'm actually pretty happy with that. I don't even know. I just remember a time my dad was like doing a karaoke in the car with the Eagles, and he was hitting all these really bad high notes, and he was like, "Oh, karaoke is changing my life." It's a quote on the dad bod. It's so good. Oh my god. Oh, ear hole are being split. To do more would have upset the balance. A bunch of stuff. Keeper anal.
I had some money to spare after disposing of the horn, so it seemed time to invest in some new tools. Farkas is one of the few merchants willing to risk selling to an independent like me, and his prices are steep. But the other choice is to let one of the so-called city wardens give me orders, and take a cut of my profits. They've been after me for years to join one of their stables, but I'm not interested. Maybe they'll get the idea and give up. More likely, they'll just ramp up the threats. Nothing I can't handle if I'm careful. And lucky. And my luck seems to have finally turned for the better.
So this is the mission where you get your lockpicks. And if I had to be honest, Bafford mission pretty good. The prison mission definitely hard on expert. Bonehorde, I wouldn't be surprised if people stop playing at this point. I think this and everything after this is worth sticking in for, except for one mission, which is the worst thing ever. But you'll see. Now that you've got the finest in lockpicks, you can now go after more challenging and lucrative targets. How about the local hammer temple? Get at least 1,000 loot. A true profession doesn't leave a mess. Now I like this mission because look. Oh, that's really weird. Why would they give you a purchasing screen right now? Well, let's not pay any mind. Well, I don't want any. I don't know. Let's save immediately. You'll see why. Oh, yes, I'd like your. Oh,
that shot was meant for me.
Yes, I'm sure it was Garrett in the window. He's dead.
Oh no.
Let's head back now.
These creeps are gonna lead me right back to whoever sent them to kill me. But only if I can tail them without them noticing me.
Love that bait and switch. And before you go, like, look at all this stuff. Also, you want to make sure not to right-click too much unless you want to end up with a thing. Yeah, I think I'm going to quit here. Because, God, my throat is coarse, and I don't like it. And I'm sorry if any eardrums were damaged in the making of this stream. And, yeah, that was a long stream. I wasn't expecting that. We did 3 missions, and we died a few times, but... Oh god, this share sucks. But that was fun. Now, I'm not sure when I'll continue this. I'll try and finish it at some point, but... Yeah, that was fun. I'm probably gonna go now, and hopefully this will be up on YouTube soon for everyone to watch. I'll make sure to make a thumbnail for it. Hopefully that will get people to watch a 3-hour-long stream of me just rambling. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll continue some other time. See ya.